What's going on, people? Welcome back to another video. My name is hughwizzy and you're watching latecomers.com. Let's get straight down to business. We're a little bit tall. Why are we so tall? Hey, there we go. We are underway. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome to the stream. My fraudulent friends, let's switch straight over to have a look at the lineups. We're 3 minutes into the game. I've just got in. We are live and exclusive. Hope everyone is doing well. Hope we're all synced up. If you could let me know if we're not, that would be fantastic. Arsenal are currently on the counter with Hector Bellerin trying to get crosses in. A must-win game for Arsenal Football Club tonight. My sons, my fraudulent friends, how are you all doing? We've got a lot to discuss. Let me just break into this video by saying, if this stream gets 3,000 likes, there will be a late night fraudulence. One day, actually, this stream will get to 3,000 likes. And when it does, that night, there will be a late night fraudulence. Okay, we've got a lot to talk about. I've been busy putting together the magic behind the scenes. And yeah, I had to take some time off to do it because I'm a one-man band. However, we've got some big game action to get into. Another chance for my club to redeem themselves, as so many of the big uns have fallen short this week already. As it stands, it is Arsenal 0. Burnley 0. You can see the time there if you want to link up your stream with me. We've got Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Much love to everyone who is in the stream already. I can see Ollie1810. You're a super fraud and you're just a massive, massive hero, mate. Much love to you. Tom Snack says Arteta is destroying Pepe and Saliba's career. We're going to talk about that today. He is a fraud. Get him out of our club. He needs to go. He has his favourites and he'll never change. Tom Snack, perhaps you would like to call in to Late Night Fraudulence tonight. If it is tonight. 3K, that's our target. Callum Adams. I wasn't, mate. It really isn't. It isn't that. It's something that I'm not going to talk about now, okay? We've been over this. Anyhow, I've missed you too, Air 100. I hope you're doing well. Burnley against Arsenal. Here we go, lads. Who's pumped? Well, the fire isn't pumped, is it? What's going on with the fire? Can we get some fire action? Beautiful. Hey, technical fraudulence. My sons. This is a huge game for Arsenal. It's a must-win because this would be the 4th game in a row that Arsenal have lost at home if we were to lose this. That's not going to be talked about, though. However, I know a lot of people are being, you know, super negative. A lot of people want him gone already, but I don't think he's going anywhere anytime soon, if I'm honest. And a win today would claw back what is really needed. That space, that little gap. This is fraudulent fire. What is going on with this fraudulent fire? I want you looping. Thank you. So we're putting a lot of faith in him. Or at least I am. Temporarily. He has gone again for Willian. Obviously, I know that you said Tom Snack is destroying Pepe's career, but as you can see, Nicola Pepe is serving his last game suspension, I think, of the suspension. I think the 3-game ban will be up and over after this one. Jack Lemire, Fulham Liverpool is something I hope to be able to talk about for you tonight. Fantastic game of football. We've currently got Lacazette dropping into that number 10 role as well, as he has been doing so much recently. Xhaka swinging it out to the left-hand side for Aubameyang. Tierney with a cross in towards the middle, but nothing happening there. He had quite a lot of time to pick a cross there. Wasn't able to create anything. Now, Bellerin striving forward. He's got Willian outside him. Willian getting a lot of stick on social media. How do we feel about this? Arsenal Football Club going forward. I have taken a little bit of time off as well because I felt a little bit dejected. I'm not going to lie. I basically gave up on football and, you know, life itself. However, like I said, I have been working behind the scenes to make some stuff happen that you'll be able to see very soon. It is almost finished, so, or at least part 1 is almost finished. We are almost ready to go with a new series. But yeah, football and, you know, Arsenal Football Club is just not for me right now. They are really getting to me, and it is just much healthier for me and my sanity if I just kind of keep it on a, you know, needs must basis. If you understand what I'm saying. If Arsenal were to lose today, I mean, the shit would really hit the fan as far as I'm concerned with Arteta. However, I don't want to be the guy who says get him out, because we've talked about this before, but ultimately this comes from the top. The decision even to employ a man who has no experience is questionable in itself, and that has to come from the top again. Sartak says, get the missus back. Mate, she's currently out and about. But yes, I will be getting her back in. Can you believe it? She gets more love than I do now, so yeah, cheers for that. So far, it is looking like Burnley are, dare I say, the slightly more dangerous of the two sides, with James Rodriguez, an option that Dyche has gone for, which would suggest that they think they can get something from the game. And who wouldn't right now? Who actually wouldn't think that they could get something from Arsenal right now? Okay, now El Neni has been chosen. We've got Xhaka playing that kind of left back-ish centre back role, and Holding and Gabriel, the mainstay. He's been our player of the month, I think, for 3 months in a row now. He's tried to set Aubameyang through here. And it is going to be a corner to Arsenal. All hail the Emperor, Fraudius Caesar Augustus Germanicus. All right, Graham. Chill out, Graham. So, yeah, let's have a look at the side then. Bellerin, Holding, Gabriel and Tierney. As I say, Xhaka is kind of slipping back into here, but Arsenal have got themselves a corner now. It is going to be taken by Willian. Not swung in. No, it is pulled back. We've gone short. Working it around with Hector Bellerin as they like to do. Are we going to actually get the ball into the box? No, we can't get the ball into the box. Well played, lads. Well played. Love that. You've got to love that. Yeah, you've got to love that decision making. You've got to fucking... Sorry, no swearing today. No swearing. We're going to chill out today. We're going to chill out. We're going to enjoy the football. I've just decided there's no point in having any expectations, right? Because this is what it is. For years, we've been talking about the club's fall, the drift into this mid-table mediocrity. I don't think we're going to get relegated, lads. We will pick up points along the way. There's just too much quality in the side. But, you know, don't expect too much from Arsenal, and then we'll all be okay. What lives do matter, indeed, says Matthew Polaya. Opinions on my weird, inconsistent toes, says AGC. I suggest chilling out. Maybe with the toe talk. Abe, it is good to be back, my fraudulent friend. I mean, I haven't actually gone anywhere. I just haven't uploaded because I've just been super busy, super busy. It takes a lot to put something together, and delegation is key, I guess, but it's part of the process. Aubameyang is swinging across in towards Willian, who's headed across towards Lacazette. Can one of them put it in the back of the net? Aubameyang? No, they can't. Calm down. It's Arsenal. Chill out. Arsenal having shots, though. Arsenal actually having shots on goal. Yeah. That in itself is quite a surprise. We love to see it. You love to see it, my club. This is what I mean. Positivity. Aubameyang with a left-footed cross, because that's what he does now. The winger crossing it in to the little Smurfs inside, with Willian heading it down across the face of the box towards Lacazette, whose shot was blocked. Aubameyang also had a shot blocked, and it is a corner taken short towards El Neni. I don't know why they keep doing that, but it is Willian who's cut the angle in. Willian. You know, Willian. Willian, you're dinking. Yeah, listen, I was going to stay calm, but let me say this much. You were dinking keepers. Disrespectful. Dinking keepers, chipping keepers from 10 yards out in training. You're never going to do that in a game, are you, you plonker? Stop mugging everyone off. God, look at what you're doing in the actual game. Look at it. Look at the state of this. Look at the state of this. Look at you. Listen, 13 minutes in, Burnley, putting the pressure on. We've got some fans at the Emirates, which I was about to say hybrid. We've got some fans at the Emirates, which is nice to see. Hopefully they don't have to see any, you know, madness, because any kind of fraudulence today is seriously not needed. There's a cross into it. Oh my God. What have I just seen? Wood, left, right in the middle. Yeah? Swinging, free. Free header, 5 yards out. He's put it wide. That is unbelievable cross. Robbie Brady, beautiful cross. That should be a goal. That should be a goal. Stay calm. No fucking point. Why are you doing this to yourself again, you mug? You've turned on to do this to yourself, yeah? Just chill the fuck out. Sorry. Sorry. Okay. Arsenal, hughwizzy, we're back. We're back. You know what? I've really missed you. I've missed you so much. I've missed this. Yeah, you know, I didn't even switch on for the Europa. I watched it, right? I watched it. Dundalk. We're conceding to Dundalk. You're lucky I wasn't on. You're lucky I wasn't on. Yeah? You're lucky. That was the most point blank header. I don't actually know how he's put that wide. Because he has scored the most headed goals in the Premier League since the start of last season, equal with, I think, Calvert-Lewin and Harry Kane would. So with his head, I mean, this. Here we go then. We're on the break though. Let's go, baby. Let's go, boys. Lacazette actually bodied by whoever that was. He just put him in the ground. Wow. Brownhill. Woo! Oh, listen, lads. Listen, I swear to God, if you're above 30, then you've enjoyed it. You've got the t-shirt, you've worn it. I hope you loved it. It was good. Got the ticket, put it in the bag. Memories are all we've got. They're all we've got. But you're the only one who's got them, because everyone else doesn't remember Arsenal like that. The youngsters, I talk to youngsters and they don't even know what I'm talking about. They associate Wenger with just pure failure. They associate this club with second-rate behaviour. We are the small brother with the hand-me-downs. Chelsea giving us hand-me-down clothes. That's the club that they know. Cup team. We're a cup team, yeah? We're a cup team like Wigan used to be. Or like I don't know, like... we're a cup team. Yeah? FA Cups. Burnley are putting the pressure on. missing point-blank headers. Come on, Arsenal. Let's fucking... What it is, right, is that I've seen the light. The Tottenham game was it for me. That was it for me. We will talk about this. If this video gets to 3,000 likes, we're going to do late night fraudulence tonight, okay? Let me share the stream. If you want to go and retweet this as well, then you're an absolute hero. And oh, good God. Let me just do this. Arsenal versus Burnley. What are we calling it? Oh, good God. Yeah, if you wouldn't mind going and retweeting that pinned tweet of mine, that would be fantastic. Oh, I forgot to do that. Okay, right. Sean Dyche. Oh, beautiful scenes. Yeah, so what I've come to realise is that we're finished, basically. There is no way out now, because we've got so many players tied into such long contracts, and so many of them are such wasters. And, you know, when I started making videos on YouTube, which is it's 9 years ago, 8 or 9 years ago, I had seen the light then, and what I had seen has now materialized. It is manifest destiny, I think is what they call it. This is it now, so hopefully we can beat Burnley, Bellerin with a long-range effort, which wins us a corner. And as a result of this realisation of who I am, of who we are, of what once was a golden era, and how we have moved well past that, as a result, my expectations have now lowered, okay, because I'm now hoping to beat Burnley. There was a time when a Burnley would have been a side that we would have slapped up, duppied 4-0, teaching them a lesson about football. You can barely get the ball, you're chasing shadows, yeah? You're my son, okay? That's long gone. It's actually long gone. Football in itself has changed so much. You saw today, Fulham and Liverpool, we will talk about it. I mean, Fizzy Ball is really active. Augustus Plays says, as a West Brom fan, it's sad to see what happened to Arsenal. There you go. You got West Brom fans giving out pity to Arsenal fans. Incredible. This is unbelievable scenes. Callum Adams should get the alpha male world-class goal-scoring machine Ashley Barnes on to bully Holding. Barnes is better than Aubameyang, says Callum. Callum, obviously, smoking that fraud pack. He's sipping on that fraud juice. You love to see it. I would expect nothing less of the fraud gang. How is everyone doing anyway? Let me know where you're watching from. Love to your mothers. If you have dropped the stream a like, you are much appreciated. It is currently Arsenal 0, Burnley 0. We are in the 19th minute watching Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang trying to force his way into the game, and Arsenal attempting to fraud their way out of the problematic position that Mikel Arteta has put them in. Ah, dear. Mohamed El Neni and Granit Xhaka, the chosen pivot today. It is a long ball over the top by Granit Xhaka in search of Kieran Tierney, but it's been well read by Nick Pope, who clears. We've got San Francisco in the building. Beautiful scenes. El Suneja says, Hugh, you've always ignored my questions. Have I? But I'll try one last time before I leave. How come Burnley have no black players? Not on the playing squad and none on the bench. Is this a trick question? Let's just have a look at the squad. Oh, the squad is... It's very... Oh, opportunity for Arsenal. Yeah, it is a corner for Arsenal, swung in and missed by everyone. It's gone to the far post. Bellerin, stay on the topic, my friend. We've got English, Icelandic, English, Scottish, Czech, Dutch, Irish and English, and Irish, yes. Well, you would just say that is coincidence, nothing to do with... nothing to do with... you know, anything. I mean, I don't know the answer to that. I know that Aaron Lennon was playing there. It's a bit of a stretch, but he's mixed race. Can I think of any black players that have played for Burnley recently? I can't, if I'm honest. Let's just cheat and have a look on Google. Oh, Darren Bent was. I mean, we're clutching though, isn't it? Really.
For your.
Dwight McNeil. There you go. Dwight McNeil finds your comments disrespectful. I don't really have the answer because I don't know, you know, what's going on. But I would say it's not great as far as being an advert for diversity. But then you've got to remember as well, man, that as much as London is and Birmingham and Bradford and a lot of other places in the country are a hotbed of diversity, 80 to 90% of the country is English, white, and you know the community is representative of that. If you go to a lot of places, they don't have many other cultures in the village. Little England, you know, there've been comedy shows made about it. Little Britain, sorry. However, you know, I don't know that we can read too much into that. However, good question. Very, very awkward. Kurt Richter, well, I missed you too, my son. I missed you too. Mac says, much love to you and yours, you big fraud dosser. Jeez! Mac with the big news. Jacob Aldrich says, black players are too talented for Burnley. Perhaps there's a Burnley fan that will call in later to Late Night Fraudulence to let us know the situation or to put us straight. To put, who was it? To put whoever it was straight. United Zone TV says, much love from Toronto. How long does Arteta have? That is not my decision either. If it was my decision, I would still give him time. I would. I have to say I would. But that's only because, you know, I don't have any faith that putting another manager in is going to really enthuse these players. I think these players are fucking awful, mate. I think they're actually bang average, and though they are capable of pulling off miracles, they're also whimsical. They're also sulking. You know, they're they're synonymous with fraudulence and failure, and for that, I would wash my hands of a lot of them. Before I got rid of the manager, at least. However, you know, it's a mad one because he has been given money. He has been given players that he said he wanted. So we just need to see results, mate. A result against Burnley is an absolute... It's almost a given. It has to be a given because if you were to win this... It's not like it's going to change a lot of people's opinion. It's just Burnley, right? That gap is not going to be significantly reduced. It's just a must-win game. This is like a standard must-win game, bro. That's why Burnley are in the relegation zone. 7 points from 11 games. Come on now, bro. Respect yourself. Respect yourself! Yeah? Let's just see, as we can see, Spurs top of the league. Top of the league! Yeah, so, oh, goodness, I can't look at that. I can't look at that. Wow, incredible. We're actually, wow. We're up. We're going ahead of Leeds. Come on, lads. Come on, lads! Come on, lads. Big points. Big points win prizes. Fraudfather, your thoughts on the Liverpool-Fulham game. My thoughts on the Liverpool-Fulham game, so will be going up if this video gets to 3,000 likes in tonight's late night fraudulencia. Let's just focus on this game. Matt Brown says, chin up, Hugh. Glad to see you back. We've missed you, my son. It could be worse. Here's an idea. Change your allegiance to Spurs. No, it doesn't really work like that. Rishab Agarwal says, much love from India. My son, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Here we are at the back with Runarsson. We are keeping the ball. Here is Runarsson. He's been on the ball for about 8 seconds already, and he's just dinked it over towards Granit Xhaka. Really, really uninspiring football from Arsenal Football Club right now. And you can actually hear boos. There are only 2,000 people at the ground, and they are all going to be home fans. Please bear in mind they are all going to be home fans, and they are being booed. We're being booed at home by the 2,000 fans. Incredible. Mikel Arteta, hands in pockets. He's got a lot of work to do. Get those players running, lad. Get them working for you, baby. Yeah? Do they respect you anymore? Do they respect you anymore? This is the thing. Do they believe in this project? Do they? Do they actually believe in this project? Big, big questions. Clearance by Rob Holding towards Willian, who takes a nice touch and has to go backwards. He's forced to go even further backwards. He's gone back into, he's dribbling into our own area. He's dinked it across. It's very well played by Willian, to be fair. Yeah, he's kept the ball. He's given it to Gabriel, and Gabriel has given it straight back to Burnley. Arsenal were a pressing team. It's sorry, it's Leno. Sorry, not Runarsson. I don't know. I've got Runarsson in my head from the way he got beaten the other night. Oh my good God, Dundalk, incredible. Diving, and just diving for the sake of diving after the ball's gone past you is something that I would do for the cameras. Right? hughwizzy's greatest saves available on YouTube. Please check them out. Yeah, bang bang. Dear oh dear. Granit Xhaka is striving forward. He's gone into Burnley's half. He's found Alexander Lacazette, and Lacazette is in the final third now. He's found Saka. Poor touch. Tierney back to Lacazette, and saved by Pope. It's a fantastic save. Stretched out on the floor. Pope. What? Oh, good God. Nick Pope. Beautiful save. Lacazette. Missing from, was it Lacazette or Aubameyang? Not sure. Lacazette, yeah, missing from close range. Here is Willian. Good chance for Arsenal, that, but promising as far as this essential 3 points go. Can we? Here is Kieran Tierney, about to swing another cross in. He has been robbed of a few assists so far this season. That's a cross and a handball, surely. Hands up in the air, lads! Sorry. Keep it calm. Who gives a fuck? It's football. It's actually just men in shorts kicking a ball around. Who gives a shit? That's a pen, isn't it? Is that a pen? No? Anyway, it is a corner. We don't want to beg for penalties because we're not frauds. Willian is going to swing this one in, is he? Or is he going to go short? He usually goes short or doesn't beat the first man. Let's play Willian poker. Is he going to beat the first man? No. It's almost like bingo. Bingo, right there. Beautiful. Tierney has now been pulled over to the right-hand side, kind of switched wings. His Xhaka on the left, though, finding Saka. Saka whips in across towards the far post and headed behind for another corner. Headed behind for another corner. As it stands, Leicester City are 1-0 up. James Maddison has just scored in the 27th minute to put Leicester City up against Brighton. That is going to mean that Leicester will go up into third, as you can see. Here's the corner. It's Willian to swing one in. Crosses it in and headed wide by Gabriel Magalhaes. Oh boy, how's everyone doing anyway? Let me know how your life... Whoa, chill out with the blue stuff. Whoa. Yeah, let me know, how's your life? How's your life? How's your wife? Jeez. Adam Geiger Jr. saying Lacazette couldn't hit water if he fell out of a boat. Sensational scenes. And 510 saying better than average delivery by Saka. It actually beat the first man. It actually beat all the men apart from the last. First shot on target for Arsenal was Lacazette's efforts. It was a good save by Nick Pope, but you would expect a striker of the quality of Lacazette to score from that range and angle with the whole goal at his beck and call, you know? But then, would you? Especially when he's wearing an Arsenal shirt. Brenton Lalu is in the stream. He says, I just want to say big thank you for the streams this year, especially during peak lockdown. You got me hooked on that Nicaraguan, watching my first Arsenal game in a month, mate. I feel that. I can relate to that. You've tuned in because, I mean, it sounds a little bit Glory Hunter-esque, but, you know, you've tuned in because you've had enough, you've got a brain, and you don't want the stress. They're playing quite well. They're playing quite well right now, this second. We have got Mohamed El-Neni doing some good graft. Hector Bellerin driving forward. He hasn't lost the ball too much today. Willian does look like he's actually up for it. He's picking passes. He's actually tried to find Bellerin there, but Bellerin's touch has let him down. Gabriel has flung himself... Oh no, who's that? That's Holding, who's flung himself at that one. And we've got Bernd Leno looking like he's trying to do his best to play the sweeper-keeper role with Gabriel Holding and Xhaka. Gabriel Holding and Xhaka turn into this like three at the back. And the stats just come up about the crossing. 10 crosses for Arsenal. It's a little bit aimless crossing. I'm not really into aimless crossing. Hugh, when are we getting a fraudulent Christmas stream? There will be streams throughout Christmas, my fraudulent friends. I don't know what you've got planned for Christmas. Let me know what your plans are. Are you going to see the family? Are you going to be staying? Where are you going to be on Boxing Day? Boxing Day? Arsenal, Chelsea? Do we want to watch Arsenal on Boxing Day? Are they going to ruin Christmas? Or is that the biggest Christmas present of them all that they could give the fans? Oh, yeah! Oh, it's going to be a big one. Yeah, I've got lots planned, man. Like I said, I just took the week off because I've been trying to put something together of a little bit higher quality, and it takes, you know, time, money, effort, and all of my attention, basically. So making sure that that's all in place has been my priority. But we will be here throughout Christmas and the New Year period. I don't have any friends or a life, so it's just you and me, gang. It's you and me. Here we go. We've got some kind of ruckus going on here between the Burnley and Arsenal players. It looks like Brady has had a little mix-up with Gabriel. Or Tierney, in fact. Tierney. It is Tarkowski who's... He's basically... They've both jumped. Tierney and Tarkowski have both jumped. And Tierney has received a blow to the face with, I would say, hand/elbow forearm. It's a bit like a forearm. I mean, if I'm honest, it's Burnley football all over, isn't it? You got to man up, son. You got to man up. Get in the gym. Man up. It is, however, a yellow card for Brady. For the aftermath. Jamie Winston says, we're your friends. Indeed, you are indeed my fraudulent friends. Rishab says, why do people blame Arteta? These players have let down 4 managers now. Arteta isn't perfect, but I think he is I think this is a long, painful process. Yeah, it's difficult to argue with that. I think given that he's got us, you know, an FA Cup, given that towards the end of last year, at least, Arsenal looked to be getting a little bit of a spine, and defensively, we're a little bit harder to break down. I think the common denominator is the players. I do, however, think that the fans not being at the ground has actually given him time off. He's escaped a really difficult period that I don't think a lot of managers would actually have survived. However, this is Arsenal. They have made investments for his plan. They've given him quite a lot of control, haven't they? So ultimately, I would expect them to, you know, follow through with that. And you can expect Arteta to be here for the foreseeable future, as far as I'm concerned. If Arsenal can pick up some points in the next few games. If you can't pick up points in the next few games, this is a problem, and this is why I backed out as well. I just needed a reality check, just that breather to be like, okay, look, lad, Tottenham are top of the league, deal with it. Just, you got to face it now. Basically, Arsenal fans, you might be Arsenal fans, but you've also got to be Liverpool fans. Yeah, you've also got to be Leicester fans, Southampton fans. Dare I say it, you can't. Chelsea fans, or I would rather Chelsea win the league than Spurs, because it's understandable. My brain is not going to comprehend. It's not going to allow the comprehension of a Mourinho Spurs win. It would finish me. So yeah, Arsenal 0, Burnley 0. What a game this has been so far. It's been one of those games that you just can't take your eyes off. World-class players up and down the pitch, like Willian and James Tarkowski in a battle, a battle of the ages. Arsenal Burnley, the big games, live in exclusive, just what you need in your life. Newcastle are flying. Newcastle are actually 4 points ahead of Arsenal as it stands. If Arsenal were to pick up a point, they'd be 3 points ahead. Arsenal really need to win this game, lads, and they're still going to be behind Newcastle. And Newcastle fans are pissed off, right? So Newcastle fans, not only are they Newcastle fans, as in fans of Newcastle, at MikeAshleySportsDirect.com, but also they're unhappy with the situation. They're ahead of Arsenal, yeah? Are you seeing why we just need a breather? We need the 3 points badly. Apollo saying Mourinho deserves another trophy. Incredible. Less of that if we can manage it. It is currently 0-0. It is currently looking massively fraudulent. Dylan Taylor says, I'll be watching the Boxing Day test match. Oh, Manchester United versus Leicester, then your content. In that order. Beautiful scenes. Boxing Day test match. Who is that between? I love a bit of Christmas sports. Boxing Day. Is it are England playing? It will be Australia. Who are Australia playing? India. Is it Australia against India? Oh, that will be huge. Tasty. Tasty. JA, you're much appreciated. You're massive fraud. Mad Lad says Arsenal just forgot how to score goals. Stuart McFadden says Merry Christmas. Christmas time. Merry Christmas, fraud father. Stuart, yeah, massive fraud. Thanks, mate. You're an absolute legend. You are appreciated. Good games next week. Yes, indeed. Drop out, Matty. Plenty of good games next week. We have indeed also got Arsenal against Southampton coming up. Obviously, another big game for Arsenal because Southampton were third in the Premier League table after another dire performance from Sheffield United. A 3-0 win that has solidified Sheffield as bottom of the league. 11 defeats out of 12. Wow, 1 point from 12 games. That is fucking awful. Burnley, 7 points from 11 after this, if it was to finish 0-0. Here is a cross from Tierney towards Aubameyang. Another cross that's met by Burnley. Nick Pope. I mean, it's totally uninspiring, isn't it? It's fucking awful. Sedo say where my fault. No, I'm not singing that. Fraudulent. Massively fraudulent. Dylan Peckett Frampton says custard creams or bourbons. Bourbons. I like a custard cream. I'm not gonna lie, mate. I'm not really that massively keen on chocolate. I like candy or sweets with a little bit of chocolate, but not massive chocolate. You know, bourbon are too chocolatey for me. Here is Willian on the right-hand side, darting this way and that. He's seen that Hector Bellerin is free. He's done a little 1-2 with him. Willian now cutting inside. He's given it straight to a Burnley player with an awful pass that you would expect of a 12-year-old who plays for the C's, the under-12C team. Yeah, incredible. Here is Bukayo Saka on the left-hand side. A little 1-2 with Aubameyang. In towards Xhaka, infield to El Neni, across in that walk style of football towards Willian. Willian will now go back to Hector Bellerin. It's fucking predictable. I said that before it happened. You're so chill out. Lacazette over to Willian. Willian back in the walk style to El Neni. Will El Neni? He goes back to Willian. It's walk football. Here is Saka. Who's offside? Can I just like a graphical demonstration of what just happened there? We had he passed to him, he passed to him, he passed to him. They passed it back, pass it back, he passed it back, he passed it back. Tried to pass it forward, but it was offside. Walk football, walkie. It's looking walkie. Camanios, let's go. Yeah, this is the worst that I've ever seen this football club. I have to admit, it's the worst. It is the worst. And you know that screams get a new manager, doesn't it? Really. It also screams buy some new players because the players that we've bought are quite, you know, they're okay. I don't mind a bit of Gabriel. Who else have we bought? Have we bought anyone else? Partey. I don't mind a bit of Partey. Yeah, it's party time. Let's get him involved if we can. If he's not going to be injured for the rest of his life, great. Swung in by Burnley. Burnley have created their first chance for a little while now. Here they are again in Arsenal's final third. 42nd minute. If you want to line up your stream with us, there is a timer up there. You can see the twins are back in the town. Father Fraudmas, did I watch the AJ fight? I did indeed. Can't see him getting anywhere near Fury based on that. Much love. The twins, I can see that you are a fan of Peep Show. which is possibly my favourite show of all time. Definitely top 3. I see you. The fight was uninspiring. I will talk about that on Late Night Fraudulence as well if we do get round to that. We're looking all set to make it for tonight. My thoughts, in short, are he looked a little bit rusty, and Pulev's got one hell of a chin actually, because those uppercuts were serious. Uninspiring though, really, wasn't it? Like that cross from Bukayo Saka. Saka swinging it in aimlessly, just kind of tossing it in there, hoping. You know when you, it's a bit weird right now. The crossing is a little bit. It's a little bit like when you just go to a club without really putting any effort in. Right, you just go in there. You just turning up. Doesn't really, you're just gonna have a good time. Yeah, we might take an L. We might not get any numbers. We might come home alone. We might, pull the last one on the dance floor, but it's quite unlikely right now. Here we go. Arsenal with a corner, swung in towards Gabriel Magalhaes, who's taken 2 people out in the process, and it is going to be a free kick. Tarkowski on the end of... it's amazing, isn't it, that Arsenal Football Club have spent over £200 million in the last short space of time. And this is the quality of football that we've been able to come up with. Incredible. New manager, new blueprint, new plan, new style. This is what we're... it's incredible scenes. Burnley. Let's have a look at Burnley's recent form, shall we? Burnley Football Club lost 3-0 at home to Chelsea. Drew 0-0 with Brighton. They actually beat Crystal Palace 1-0, but that's a real rarity, and in fact their only win this season. They lost 5-0 to Manchester City, and a 1-1 draw against a very well respected Everton side who I think was still in that little rut. However, 7 points from their 11 games, just a 1 win, and Arsenal will be expected to score a goal against Burnley. Can Arsenal score a goal? This is the test. Can Arsenal Football Club score a goal? Arsenal Football Club have an hour and a half to score a goal against Burnley. Right, listen, lads. Listen. How many players have we got? Well, let's have a look at this total. Let's have a look at this. Right? Aubameyang, he's above 50. He's an expensive don. Yeah. Xhaka, 30-odd million. I need to see some of you doing some stuff, yeah? Saka, I'll be honest, it's fucking average though, isn't it? You cannot expect too much of this side even looking at it. Look at the bench, Willock, Nketiah, Ceballos, Smith Rowe, Maitland-Niles, Mustafi. Psychological warfare, isn't it? Mad Muller. Mad Muller saying uninspiring football brought to you by Arsenal. It's a psychological problem. HB saying Mourinho is going to send you into a sabbatical when he wins trophies this season. You're talking mad smack on my channel. Spurs fans up in their ass. Mates, listen, I really want to do a late night fraudulence tonight. I really want to. Don't let me down, people. However, we are approaching half-time. It is the 46th minute of play right now. Bukayo Saka has made a nice little advance pass in there to Aubameyang, who's found Willian. Willian has tried to pass the football to someone on his own team. He's failed! I'm going to get a coffee at half-time. Fuck all this. I'm getting a coffee. Listen, Arsenal Football Club, we are going to score. We are going to score a goal today because we've got an hour and a half to score against Burnley. Burnley, yes, they've conceded 18 this season, which isn't actually that bad considering all things. It's not great though either, is it? It is half time. We love to see this wacky, tippy-tapa football from... oh, good God. I didn't want you to see Arsenal having an effect on me, but Arsenal having an effect on me. It is half time. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please do subscribe to the channel if you're new, and drop the video a damn like if you breathe oxygen. For now, we are going to get into the half-time player ratings. is there really much to talk about? In fact, Sartak wants to talk about cricket. Unbelievable that we've got football fans who are actually... Arsenal fans are now more interested in cricket, which is quite sensational. Yeah, as far as player ratings go, let's have a look at them. Well, I guess we could say that Willian has been quite good. I feel kind of dirty saying that. What's he done? Willian's actually passed to a couple of times. He's managed to pull off a pass to an Arsenal player. Well, you've got to love it. You've got to fucking love it. Yeah? Anyway, let's have a look at the stats over here. Look, Arsenal are completely dominant in terms of the stats. 66% possession, 7 attempts, 1 of them on target. Hello. Goodness me, you came out of nowhere. You know. You just crept in like that, yeah? Yeah? You just wanted to say hey? Okay. Hello. How's life? Oh, you've been driving all day. Do you want some food? Oh, I'd love some food. That would be... What's going on? What's happening? I'm going to assess the situation. Okay. Well, sorry, Saz. Gang in the building. Yeah, they've been asking for you, apparently. Oh, hi, everyone. I know. So good, isn't it? Anyhow, Arsenal are fucking bang average. It's 0-0. We've got all the stats and all that. Stats, schmats. You know, what does that actually mean? We've got no goals. Nogoals.com. Can we buy a goal? Is that possible? Oh, we'd take a penalty. We haven't had a penalty for a while, have we? Is it possible that Arsenal Football Club could buy themselves a penalty? Let's work out how Arsenal could score as we toast to fraudulence. Beautiful scenes. Mad Muller saying the Invincibles played gangster football, not this. The Invincibles are long gone, my fraudulent friend. That is over. Please join me. We're talking about the Invincibles. I don't know why people are talking about the Invincibles. Incredible. When will it end, Robbie, says Drew Doc. Well, it will end in 45... Well, it will end in 45 minutes plus about 11 minutes. So 56 minutes away from this ending. Could Arsenal Football Club buy themselves 3 points? That is the question. Did she get you a PS5? We will see for Christmas. I really doubt it though, because I have an Xbox, so Nadine Pierre is an Arsenal fan, and he's in the chat, and he's just tuned in to say, I'm watching Leicester play ultimate football. Incredible scenes of unglorious emotion as Leicester City are currently 3-0 up at half-time. It looks like it's been a breathtaking display of football from Brendan Rodgers' Foxes, with James Maddison, Jamie Vardy and James Maddison again on the score sheet. Jamie Vardy with 2 assists and a goal to his name. That's going to be pleasing for the fantasy Premier League managers out there. Sensational how Leicester City have managed to develop a style of play that is so recognisable under Brendan Rodgers in such a short space of time. Hint, hint. Not sure what's going on elsewhere with the new managers, but there is a lot of pressure on Mikel Arteta, as there is, I guess, going to be with Frank Lampard when people realise that, well, I think people are beginning to realise that Chelsea are stumbling every time they come up against a half-decent side. Well, that does seem to be the case with Leicester as well. Lots of blips, but they have no draws in their 12 games. 8 wins and 4 defeats. Leicester indeed entertaining the fans. Could Leicester actually pull off something Brendan Rodgers has been close to for quite a while this season? It is certainly possible. Maxwell Newton says any player from the Gunners past to bring on at half-time. You see, this is what's happened with Arsenal fans. We're living in Cloud Cuckoo Land, delusional dons. We're actually asking fantasy questions. Like, if you could bring on a player from any era, I'd fucking bring on Maradona and Messi. Yeah, let's have that. Or Thierry and fucking Perez. Let's have that. Or Tony Adams and Thierry. Ian Wright and Sol Campbell. Any of them. Bergkamp and... Yeah, let's have a bit of Bergkamp. Yeah, okay, look, what are we doing here, lads? What are we doing? This is what it's come to. This is what it's come to. We've come to dreaming about players who were playing for us 20 years ago, 30 years ago. I mean, it's embarrassing. This is what it's come to. We've sold our best players consistently for God knows how long. We've been forced to entertain massively fraudulent, inadequate dons who aren't fit to lace the boots of former heroes. We've replaced actual men with kids. Yeah? And honestly, it is time for a reality check, isn't it? It is time for those expectations to be slightly lowered. It is time for us to realise that Arsenal were in a fantastic position when getting Champions League football on a consistent basis, weren't they, really? That was your level. That was actually Arsenal slightly overachieving on a consistent basis, wasn't it? What I'm looking at right now is people saying Allegri in, Overmars in. It's very difficult. It's very difficult, actually, Alexander. It's difficult not to drown in the negativity. But this is why your expectations need to be lowered a bit. Because if you expect the fraudulence, if you expect the unexpected, which is actually expected, then you can't be let down, can you? Because you're expecting it. Do you know what I mean? I'm not sure I know what I mean. But you know what I mean. Alex Harris says, Hugh, how long could you function without Nicaraguan? Well, there's always the Colombian. Do you know what I mean? No, that's not. I don't know what. No. Well, there's actually different flavours. All flavours. I'm open to all flavours. Yeah. Not long is the answer. About 2 days, maybe less. Sami Zedam says, feels like the Arsenal are playing because they have to, not because they enjoy the game. If you don't love what you do, you'll suffer, and those around you. Indeed, that is the truth, not a true word spoken today on the show. Rabir Anar is the newest member of the Fraud Gang Members Club. You are massively appreciated. Bearded Monkey says, hey Hughie, missed you, bro. I've missed you too, Bearded Monkey. Mad Moolah saying Arsenal recruitment department sucks. Just look at Wolves. It's not a recruitment department, it's agents, isn't it? It's the contacts. Arsenal have opened the door to these agents as well. Kia not doing the business. Or as we're looking at the highlights of the game right now, with the best chance of the game probably falling to Burnley and their main man up top, Chris Wood, who's so reliable with the head. Usually, he's actually scored an incredible amount of goals with his head over the last 2 seasons, pulling off the almost unthinkable. Probably more difficult to actually put that opportunity wide, but he did just that, and as a result it is 0-0. Brenton Lalu saying, imagine risking the pandemic to sit at the Emirates and watch sideways and backwards football. Only 35 shots on target this season. 35 shots on target. That is très intéressant. I'm just going to go over to Twitter now and follow a few of these frauds who have retweeted that message. You're absolutely appreciated. This is massively fraudulent. Jackson Brown, Coleman, $5 Philip. Who else we got? Kazuto, Babyface Stevens, and D. DeLacy. You're all huge frauds and helping this channel to grow and grow. Official Amadeus says, Chelsea for the treble, God willing. Love to you, Hugh. Chelsea for the treble. Chelsea will be lucky to get their hands on a Premier League title this season. There are things that I do want to talk about in late night fraudulence. Please don't let me down. Exercise those freeloading fraudulent thumbs if you want the late show, the best late night phone in on the internet. Eleazar Albiter says, put Ainsley on for Xhaka and Emil Smith-Rowe for Willian. So much potential being wasted. Much love, Hugh. Glad to see you back. My son, thank you so much for getting involved. Marco says, when are we going to get an espresso? When are we going to get an espresso masterclass from the fraud lord himself? Is that something that you want to see? I don't know. I mean, I have been thinking about food and coffee reviews. Coffee and food reviews. If we're up for seeing some food reviews, people like mukbangs, don't they? But I'd rather do you know, I'll eat the food and review it. Maybe we could see. Yeah, we could see. Indeed, Marco, that could be something that we do. We have got new members of the Fraud Gang Members Club. You are all massively appreciated. I see each and every one of you. Appreciate the love. I've seen all the messages as well, even whilst I've been away. James Philpott saying it's almost like this team needs a global pandemic. Wait, what? Have I just read that correctly? Switch over here and see exactly what he's saying. It's almost like this team needs a global pandemic to stop them from playing the sport they love so they can appreciate it when it's back. I'm not sure exactly what you're talking about, if I'm honest. Thomas Heaney saying, is every Arsenal game going to be this boring from now on? Well, it would appear so. It would appear so. All aboard the espresso train indeed. Who else is in this chat here? We have got Colorado Guna saying, our fans are so quiet. Take notes from Palace fans. Well, I mean, they're not really giving them anything to cheer about. However, I get your point. It is, you know, a long time coming. It has been a long time coming, so you would expect fans to be singing their hearts out regardless. You know, there is this thing that I've got deep down which says that it doesn't really matter where your team are, you should be shouting out. But it's different, isn't it? These days, when you go to the games, it's like a theatre. It really is. People just sit and, you know, eat and just kind of watch the entertainment and expect to be thrilled. And when they're not, they will boo. So the game has changed. It's definitely changing with all this madness going on right now. And yes, we've got some fans back, right? So let's give them a chance. Let's give them a chance to say their piece. Maybe there is going to be some negativity. Maybe that is needed. Maybe he needs to realise that, you know, Arsenal don't belong in 15th or 14th, as it would be if the situation was to stay the way it is. 0-0 as it stands, though. Half time. Get Bucket says Willian has been decent and the only one with any sort of conviction. Mad Muller saying, Wizzy, can I get the phone number of the studio? The number to ring in is in the description box below. It is the Discord. If you join the Discord, you will be placed in a queue by one of the fraudulent moderators, the gang keeping the whole ship running. And then we can get your comments and questions on. We can have a little chinwag about whatever it is you want to talk about. John James Punton, you're a massive fraud. You didn't leave us a message. I hope you will do, though. Dan Levette, WWFC, says, big changes needed at the arse. A Wolves fan from Thailand telling Arsenal that they need big changes. Big changes, indeed. It looked a little bit like that Wolves game was going to finish 0-0. Connor Cody won't be the only one, but they won't have been happy with that defeat to Villa. Lastminute.com, they definitely should have got something from that game. James John Punton is back and he says, yes to the coffee reviews, please, you fraud. Ramiz Hussein says, what we need to do better second half, you sexy caveman. What we need to do better. You see, grammar's not your best thing, is it? You need to put question marks in if you're going to ask a question. Or some like punctuation would be great there. Your grammar's a little bit, what we need to do better second half, you sexy caveman. What do we need to do better? Everything, football, effort. Got to stress, this is Burnley we're playing. And whilst they'll be difficult to break down, you expect a little bit more. We are underway in the second half. If you are new to the stream, please do smash the hell out of the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new round these parts. Oh, yes indeed. Yes indeed. My actual sons, Ethan Bop, welcome to the Fraud Gang Members Club, you massive, massive fraud. Ramiz, your message has been read out. I hope you are happy and not moaning like the fraud that I think you really are. Cinderblock, there is going to be a special, I'm not sure of the sort that you're thinking of though. We are underway into the second half of Arsenal against Burnley. It is still 0-0. Hopefully Arsenal can get themselves a win here. Let's have it. Come on, lads. Let's stay calm, actually. Let's stay calm. Let's just see what these lads can do. Okay. Granit Xhaka with a long pinged out pass towards the right-hand side in search of Willian. The Brazilian is running onto it. He has found it deep into the Burnley half. He's laid it across towards El Neni. El Neni to Willian again, and Willian is offside. I've got some Jolly Ranchers. Incredible. A classic American hard candy. Yes, this is going to be the highlight of this game, I can tell. What's your favourite colour Jolly Rancher? Is it cherry or green apple or blue raspberry or grape? I think I like blue raspberry. I'm going to have one. Make me happy, you know? Let's get those, what's it called? Endorphins going. Is that... incredible. So, the best thing about this game so far has been Lacazette's chance, wasn't it, really? Close range effort, which was well saved by Nick Pope. Apart from that, though, we haven't had any shots on target, so hopefully this second half is a little bit more entertaining. Classic. Yes, indeed. We got pink watermelon, purple or cherry, defo grape, green apple, and blue raspberry. Oh, we got some Jolly Rancher loving frauds in the building. You love to see it. I can't actually hack a whole thing, so that's enough for me. But that was lovely, beautiful. That sugar rush, baby. Let's go. Oh, how's Morley's? Do you know what? I fancy Morley's tonight, DJ. I fancy. Oh, we've got some fraud food on the way anyway. Fraud food on the way. No, Morley's is nothing. Don't worry about that. What have we decided we're going for then? I forgot we were going to have food.
It'll be here soon.
Have you ordered?
Yeah.
What did you order?
I can't tell you.
You haven't ordered it. You're going to make it?
I can't make it.
What is it you're ordering then?
I've ordered it.
What?
4 minutes away.
The food is 4 minutes away. 4 minutes away! The best thing that's happened all day. The food on the way. Well, you coming back as well, obviously. It goes without saying. We're in a weird place. I mean, Arsenal are causing us a lot of stress. And Burnley Football Club 0-0. Don't worry yourselves. Yeah? Have a Jolly Rancher. Do you know what I mean? You don't like sweets, so. No. Do you know what I mean? Sweet enough. Yeah, so it's totally uninspiring, isn't it? However, we've got Monish Selvamutu in the chat, and he says, I know it's not always to do these with your team playing like this. Appreciate you showing up and sending good energy to all your fans. We are all we got, baby! You absolute hero. We are indeed. Love to your mothers. These are turbulent times. Make sure you're looking after each other. The longest 4 minutes of your life. Indeed, Casper. Oh, the wait is on. Arsenal Football Club, can we do something to entertain the fans, please? Give us something. Here we got a long ball played out by Bernd Leno. And down towards the left-hand side, it is going to be Kieran Tierney linking up with Aubameyang. Aubameyang drifts one in. It's Tierney! Oh, we had an effort on target! Go on, son! Come on, lads! Come on, lads! Oh, football! Yeah, sensational. Down the wing with Tierney. He's played it to Aubameyang. Aubameyang looking inside. He's just passed it straight back to Tierney. He was probably looking for Lacazette, if I'm honest. Tierney took it from Lacazette. He decided, you know what? You're a striker, but you're bang average these days. So I'm going to have this one, lad. Tierney hits the target with his weaker foot, but it is saved by Nick Pope. Excitement, drama, chaos, an actual shot on target from Arsenal Football Club. Sensational scenes of unglorious emotion. You've got to celebrate the little things. PJM has just subscribed. You are massively, massively appreciated. Welcome to the Fraud Gang. Much love to everyone who's joined the members club as well. You supporting means the world and is helping to improve the stream. You should be very excited about what's coming. Crossed in by Bellerin towards Aubameyang. Aubameyang header on target. Oh, look at this football. A cross from Hector Bellerin towards Aubameyang, who gets his receding head on the end of it and heads it towards Nick Pope, and it is straight down the keeper's throat. But we appreciate a header on target, even though he's saved that very, very easily. The club is in the mud, but we look like we may well be able to score a goal. Could we score a goal? We've got roughly 39 minutes left to score a goal. Come on, the arse! Let's go! Here is Mohamed El Neni. We've won the ball back very nicely here. We're looking a bit hungry. The intensity looks like it's gone up a little bit. Going through the middle here with Aubameyang. He's played it in towards Willian on the outside. Aubameyang! Oh! Saka with the effort. Oh! Saka with the first time effort. Another save from Nick Pope. Arsenal are peppering Burnley's goal, and that you love to see. The goal looks like it could be coming, lads. It's a pop shot from Bukayo Saka. It's a good ball in from Willian, to be fair. The football it's like 3 miles an hour. I'm not going to lie, it's 3 miles an hour. But it is working. Here is a cross from Willian, who doesn't beat the first man and shrugs his shoulders in contempt, disgust at his own massive fraudulence and the lack of ability that he is showing these days. Here is Willian. He has got another chance here. He's played it in towards Bukayo Saka. Saka doing very well to cut inside, beating his man, and plays it to Aubameyang. Here is Xhaka out to Tierney. Tierney with the cross, and it is cleared. Alex Harris says Hugh's got ranchers to add to his lean. Oh, I've just clocked what you're talking about. I mean, no, basically, no. We're not sipping on lean. Lean, it's not us. Not later, no. Lean is incredibly addictive. That's why Lil Wayne sounds like he's drunk all the time.
Yeah.
So, no, but this is a football club that will drive you to the very brink, and I would not blame a man who turns to drink, pharmaceuticals or otherwise. You know, this beautiful football. Here we go. Arsenal passing out of the back. We're very patient there with Leno combining nicely with El Neni to find holding, and finally we can move out of the back with Willian, who is brought down on the halfway line, and a free kick. Evan McKegahy. McKegahy? Ah, mate, help me out with that one. Evan Mack. Evan the Big Mac, yeah, says 2020 simulate Aubameyang on any squad, and he's top scorer in the league. I think you'll find that if Aubameyang played for Manchester City, he'd have probably 10 goals already this season. Oh, that was not far away though there. Aubameyang is still a constant threat. He needs to score a goal today. He's my fantasy Premier League captain. That's right. I've pulled a massive wrong un, a massive bit of fraudulence there, as Granit Xhaka plays it out wide to Tierney. I need that Aubameyang goal. I've actually just remembered. Tierney whips it in towards the heads of an Arsenal player, and it is cleared frantically by Burnley. Ah, dear. Marcus Bottomley. I'm not sure what you're actually on about. Evan says, what is wrong with you guys? You're actually ruining Aubameyang's career. Yes, hello Hugh. Evan the Big Mac with the big statements. Oh, massively fraudulent. Thank you so much. Oh, sensational scenes of delivery. Okay, well, that's the best thing that's happened today. So now, Arsenal, mate, it's on you. It's on you, because I'm here. I'm actually out here. I'm out here with the good news. Hector Bellerin swinging across in towards Aubameyang. Aubameyang said, oh, that's a replay. Beautiful scenes. We've got Christmas chicken in the building, and Arsenal on the break through Bukayo Saka. Saka out wide to Tierney. Tierney swings across in. It's Lacazette. He's touched it on to Willian. Willian is going to have an effort across goal, and cleared. We're pressing. We are pressing. We're pushing. We're pushing. Can we actually make the difference? Oh, Arsenal Football Club, the pressure is so on you. Oh, there's a fight going on. Granit Xhaka is having a fight with McNeil. Granit Xhaka and McNeil going toe for toe. And the whole of Burnley is... It's actually not a scrap. It's been pulled apart, and it looks like it's calmed down a little bit. There's a couple of them that are still up for it, though. Who is that? Number 18, Westwood. He's certainly up for a little scrap. Say no who I say. Oh, yeah. Okay. Granit Xhaka has been given a yellow card. I'm not sure exactly what happened there, if I'm totally honest. Matt Brown is the newest member of the Fraud Gang Members Club. You're massively appreciated. Granit Xhaka has just been booked, his third yellow card of the season. Thanks, Bear. And I'm not sure what for, but I guess it was for the initial challenge. Yeah, it's for the initial challenge. It is a poor challenge on McNeil, if I'm honest. It's a poor challenge. Xhaka's got the yellow card. He started quite a lot of aggro there. James Rodriguez has been subbed off. And it looks like Burnley are now waiting for their sub to come on. Granit Xhaka is actually... He's going to get a red card. He's actually grabbed... He's grabbed Westwood by the throat, Xhaka. He's grabbed him to the throat and he's actually shoved him to the ground. Thank you. And that is going to be a red card. They're looking at it on VAR. The ref's now going over to the screen. Xhaka! Yeah? Sorry. I'm fucking done with you. I'm actually done with you. Is he fucking alright? In the head? What's he doing? Okay, now listen, I need to see the same fucking energy. You kicked Guendouzi out of the club for this. Get him out. Any fucking excuse. I'm done with him. Get him out. Fucking bang average, overrated Don. I'm sorry, overrated by fucking stat Dons. Let's see it. Let's see the fucking energy. He's going to be sent off, I guarantee it. Here we go. Ref's coming over now. He's pulling over Xhaka. Well done, mate. Well done, you fucking idiot. Huh?
Yeah.
No, it's a red because it's fucking hell. He's gone. Okay, Arsenal are down to 10 men. Well done, you fucking plonker. Well done. Yeah, you. I'm not fucking. No, I'm enjoying my food. What? Yeah, you kick the fucking water bottle, you prick. Well done. You really costing us, you mug. Muggy! Right in front of the referee as well. Right in front of the ref. Choke slamming Dons in front of the ref. Oh my God. Oh my good God. Burnley are in Arsenal's box. Oh fucking hell. This is a nightmare now. This is a nightmare. Half an hour we've got to survive against Burnley. Is that what we're doing? Or can we win with 10 men when we couldn't win with 11? Oh, Burnley have got a corner. I actually fucking, I don't have any words for you, yeah? Xhaka in 2020. Burnley corner, whipped in. And missed by everyone. That was a good opportunity for Ben Mee, I think, there. Okay, also have made a substitution. Danny Ceballos has come on for Alexander Lacazette. Lacazette thrown his gloves off. Looks very pissed off with his situation. He won't be happy with himself. He missed an absolute sitter from about 5 yards out today. And Ceballos has taken his place. Well, I'll tell you what. The food is a lot more exciting than Arsenal Football Club right now. Half an hour left. Can Arsenal survive against Burnley? Incredible. 10 men for 29 minutes after Granit Xhaka was sent off for choke slamming Westwood onto the floor in front of the referee. Arsenal The actual bane of my life. Okay. Well, we can't buy a goal. So hopefully Burnley can't score one themselves. Arsenal have 7 red cards since Mikel Arteta's appointment, which is 4 more than any other team. I'm not sure what that means, apart from the fact that we're a lot more aggressive, or we're getting caught out a lot more. And that was nearly a moment of fraudulence from Dani Ceballos, and it does look like Granit Xhaka has confirmed himself as the biggest fucking fraud at the club, really, hasn't he? He's dropped Arsenal in it. 10 men. I don't think we can play with any freedom whatsoever now, really, can we? Or is Arteta going to throw everything at getting that first goal? Mad, actually mad. Taylor Scott says, all right, lad. Hello, mate. If Arteta were to leave, would you consider Gerrard for the job? He'd maybe not take it, but he's the best current English manager, I think. I can't see Gerrard taking the Arsenal job. Honestly, mate, why do people think Arsenal is a good career option? The Arsenal job is a fucking poison chalice. No one would want it right now. No one. No one in their right mind. Not with the way that people treat Arsenal managers. Not with the time that a manager would have to turn things around. Not with the pressure he'd be under. Not with these fucking players. You having a laugh? Farcical. Absolute farce. Farcical situation. Says John Davies. Well played, mate. I like that. Did Xhaka grab him by his throat? Yes, he did. Choke slammed him. Here is Burnley in Arsenal's final third now on the right-hand side. Trying to make something happen. Westwood is going to whip in a cross that is cleared by Gabriel Magalhaes first time. Oh. What a football club. What an actual football club. I don't think Burnley have got the legs to create anything mad right now. Arsenal look like they may well be able to get away with it. Regrettable Spurs fan says Michael Laudrup would be a good manager for you boys. He's out of contract in Saudi Arabia. Tom Snack says, I need to see the same energy from Arteta at Xhaka as he had to Pepe, but he won't because he's one of his favourites. Well, listen, if we lose this, and that's a great cross from Aubameyang in towards Saka and cleared. If we do lose this, I would really like to see the same reaction. However, it's Aubameyang right now. He's had another shot. It's saved by Nick Pope. We're in the 65th minute right now, and Arsenal are putting the pressure on. It's not over yet, this. Even with 10 men, Willian gets his cross in. It is cleared by Ben Mee, and Arsenal putting a lot of pressure on, knocking on the door. Knocking on the door. It's been a long time since Aubameyang scored. He's overdue a goal. Is this the day when it happens for the Gabonese forward? Arsenal got a corner. Their 10th of the game. Whipped in by Willian towards Gabriel, and passed straight back out wide towards Dani Ceballos. Whipped in by Willian and cleared quite easily. This time for a throw-in, I think. Niall says, is Arteta running an underground fight club? Wenger would be in tears at the state. Indeed. Tom Snack says, we didn't lose to Leeds, so it has to be same energy. Okay, well, I hear what you're saying. I'm not looking for him to throw players under a bus, and perhaps he will learn over time that that isn't great man management. Perhaps that was the desired effect. You know, We're actually not that bad with 10 men. We're actually not that bad with 10 men. However, this is a different proposition today. They're not as expansive, Burnley. Sometimes I feel like when you are playing Leeds, it is a little bit like playing against 10 men. That's a good cross from whoever that was. However, oh fucking hell, Arsenal are in a lot of problems right now. Burnley working their way towards Arsenal's area, and Ben Mee having a shot from 35 or 40 yards. It was on target as well. Arsenal looking to break early through Leno's pass towards Willian, and it's pretty awful. We go again. Alex Harris saying sent half the midfield on loan, yet kept that clown. I presume he's talking about Granit Xhaka. Let me know your thoughts on Granit Xhaka's sending off, on Granit Xhaka in general. DJ, you've clearly got some thoughts about Granit Xhaka. Here is another cross towards the far post, and Burnley are creating a lot of the problems right now through Brady. I mean, the fact he's taking shots from 40 yards there. Could well be because Arsenal were limiting them to that. Slightly disconcerting there. 20 minutes left to hang on, or maybe get something from this for Arsenal. Who need something. We need points, mate. Points win prizes. At the Emirates, down to 10 men. Mikel Arteta already under enough pressure. Granit Xhaka's red card has left them in a precarious situation, but they are still going at it. Dani Ceballos has come on for Alexander Lacazette, trying to pick a pass or two, really struggling to find his man right now. Here's Willian linking up with Hector Bellerin and Ceballos on the right. I guess it is a question of kind of tempering, actually going to get something from the game and not leaving yourself massively exposed. Gabriel with an amazing ball over the top to Aubameyang. Oh! Oh! Gabriel's left-footed ball over the top towards Aubameyang, and Aubameyang was actually offside. It is a... Oh, it's marginal, but yeah, he is definitely offside. It's a 40, 50, 60 maybe yard through ball from Gabriel Magalhaes, and Aubameyang has tried to lift it over the goalkeeper with his left foot, and it's a great save from Pope, but to be honest, it was offside anyway, and Arsenal are in trouble with Wood breaking free. Oh, wow. Holding did just enough there to put off Barnes. It was Barnes. I think Wood's actually gone off, hasn't he? Has Wood gone off? Oh no, Rodriguez has gone off. It was Wood. Nice hold-up play. And Barnes tried to kind of curl it in with his left foot from 30 yards out. And, yeah, he's not left-footed, so it's slightly a fraudulent effort. But quite dangerous there. Rob Holding did well to show a little bit of strength and put his man off. Could have been worse. Okay, another Burnley change. We have got... Who was that? They're taking their sweet time about it, aren't they? Running the clock down. Burnt Leno with a goal kick. Burnley have made a change, though. I'll update you on that shortly. If you are new to the stream, make sure you click the like button. You're much appreciated. To everyone that is in here showing support. Ali Ahmed. Don't you worry yourself, my son. It is on the way. It is on the way. Hector Bellerin doing some good defensive work out there. Oh, no, he isn't. Sorry. I thought he got the ball. He is actually protesting to the referee that he got the ball. He's chasing. And he's about 2 seconds late on the ball there, isn't he? Yeah, he's just taken his man out completely. He hasn't got the ball at all. I'm not sure what he's talking about. It's a free kick to Burnley. Alex Harris, we are well on our way to late night fraudulence. We're looking for 3,000 likes if we want to get there tonight. where we are going to be talking about the likes of the AJ fight, a bit of UFC, all the Premier League football, even some Champions League football, and of course, the latest edition in the nation's favourite late night phone-in. I don't know why you're laughing.
I think it's.
I don't know why you're laughing though. What? Oh! Headed over by Bellerin. Well done, my son. Listen, mate, Arsenal are clinging on here, lads. We're actually clinging on. Ollie Glanville is New Morley. That's funny. That is funny. Massively fraudulent everywhere. Ian Hipshman says, I actually think Arsenal, who have conceded a corner here. What's going on? Oh, God. Players are down. 2 players are down in the box. Tarkowski and El Neni have both gone down. I'm not sure what's going on, but it could be a bit of time wasting here. It could be them asking for a penalty. I have no idea. Here we go. El Neni. Oh, wow. It's going to be a pen. If this is a pen, I might just end it. El Neni has basically shoved him in the face.
Oh my God.
Did he fake the dive?
Yes. Look at the state of that.
Hold on. Oh, they're going to give a pen, lads. They're going to give a pen! Oh my God, he's going to get a red.
He's going to get a red.
Oh my God, I'm actually losing my nut. Mohamed El Neni has shoved Tarkowski in the face. Look, it's a 50-50. They're both going for it. Tarkowski's been shoved in the face.
Oh, yeah.
He's given him a yellow card. Is it a yellow card? How can that be different to Xhaka's? That's exactly the same thing, except it's a yellow. No foul. No pen. No foul. He's been booked. He's been booked, but it's play on. Okay, we've got away with it. Wow. Oh my God! They've scored! They've scored! Oh my God, it's over. This football club are finished, lads. It's finished. It's actually fucking over. Well done! Well done! Yeah? You! Granite... Okay. It's ended up being a corner for El Neni after El Neni's foul, which wasn't a foul. They swung it in, and the first man has headed it in. I think it's actually, who is it? It's Aubameyang. Aubameyang has actually scored with a beautiful glancing header that has gone over the keeper. I mean, that is a world-class header that he could not replicate if he... I mean, yeah, you need to fucking cut your hair, don't you, really? I mean, I'm one to talk, but you actually need to cut your hair because clearly... Why are we doing high fives? You're bringing Maitland-Niles on now! You're disrespecting this football club. 1-0 down to Burnley, lads. We're 1-0 down to Burnley! We're in the mud. We're in the fucking mud. I need to look at the league table. It's all fucking going wrong. Oh my good God, we're actually losing. Oh my God, we're losing to Burnley. Burnley are now actually out of the relegation zone because Burnley are winning. Burnley are winning. Burnley are winning. Oh, you've got some fucking answering to do, mate. Yeah? We need to talk! Arsenal Football Club. Well, fucking well. Yeah? What a fucking joke. What a joke of a club. 1-0 down to Burnley. Huh? Are you fucking having a look? We should be down to 9 men. Someone needs to score a goal now before I start to fucking flip out. 15 minutes! 15 minutes of football against Burnley. Sean Dyche's army. Sean Dyche's... What an embarrassment. My football club are finished. It's over, lads. It's actually over. The glory days are gone. They've been and gone. What you're looking at right now is a team who are struggling. They're really struggling. Look at these stats. Let's look at the stats, shall we? Stats! Fucking irrelevant. The only stat you need is it's 1-0 to Burnley. Yeah, that's the stat you need. Granit Xhaka with a red card. Beautiful. Well played, Granit. Well played, Granit! You... I swear on my life, I need to see a post-match press conference interview with Mikel Arteta about the inability for you to manage these dons to keep their shit together. Yeah? Discipline. No, they're killing the club. They're killing the club. Flush the system. Flush the system. Flush the system! What's this? Oh, I'm fuming now. I've had enough of this. This is what I mean. I don't need this in my life. I don't need this kind of stress. I'm trying to be positive for you fuckers. Yeah? And we've got this, look at this bald guy. Oh, Brexit football. Incredible. Look at this guy. He's got our club in the mud. Well done, Burnley. Well done, Burnley. Well played. You knew that we were gettable today. Yeah? You knew that Arsenal were breakable today. You saw it. You saw it for the first time in my life. Can you imagine? I'm old. Oh my good God, it nearly went in. We're nearly 2-0 down. We're a joke. We're actually a joke club. We're a joke club right now. Joke club. Ceballos, I don't know what the hell it is you think you're doing. What is it you're doing? Arsenal Football Club, they're in a lot of trouble. They're in a lot of trouble. I hope you realise this. Don't really know what the answer is, mate. I actually don't know what the answer is anymore. It's not solvable. It's not like this is a fixable thing anymore. This is why I'm saying changing the manager is not going to do anything. Burnley, my club. My fucking beautiful club. My football club, yeah? I have no words. Moving stadium was a joke. It was actually a joke. It was the worst idea for this football club. It really was. Everything went down the pan. It's never been the same. You can tell yourself otherwise, but it's never been the same. We sold our souls, and here we are. Plastic City, Plasticville, Plastic Club, Plastic Badge, Plastic Kits. Shit! 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 Yeah? Good job. Good job! Good fucking job. A lesson in what not to do when you're on top. Yeah? Fantastic. Everyone just learning the lesson from Arsenal. You've got to love it. Trust the process! Let's get trusty. Let's get trusty. Yeah? Let's get fucking trusty. How long does a process take to trust? How long can it take? How long can it take? How long? How vulnerable do you have to look? How many teams do you have to get battered by? How close do you actually have to come to the brink of getting us fucking relegated? First, this is the worst. I've never seen Arsenal lose 4 home league games in a row. Never. I don't think that's ever been. I don't think that's ever happened to my club. My club have never been relegated from this league. My clubs can't. We can't score goals against Burnley. The worrying thing is, right, I watched Fulham today, Fulham-Liverpool, and Fulham look like a damn good side. They look like a team that are up for staying up. Arsenal do not look like a team who are up for staying up. Yeah? Is this actually what's happening? Have the players had a little meeting where they've decided, you know what, let's actually try and get rid of Stan, and the only way we can get rid of him is by relegating the club, because I'm here for it. Just let us know. Just let us know what you're doing. We need a prospective buyer as well. I'm not getting relegated and then fucking staying down. We need a prospective buyer who's up for bringing us back up. 10 minutes to prove me wrong, lads. Please. Please! This is getting desperate, lads. It's getting desperate. It's getting fucking desperate in the group chat. It's getting desperate. WhatsApp is a dangerous place right now. The phones are off. Phones off. Everyone, phones off. Silent. No phones. Don't message me. Don't message me. I swear to God, if you message me in the next 10 minutes, right, now that I've put this warning out, and I know there's plenty of you fucking frauds watching, if you message me in the next 10 minutes, you're getting blocked for a week. A week! Sometimes silence is enough, yeah? Fucking jokers. Very low. We look very low, don't we? Good job. Much love. Much love to everyone in here that's fucking tuned in for fucking hell. Thanks, sir. Cheers, lads. Cheers, you frauds. Mad Muller says, my father told me to always bet against Arsenal. Regrettable Spurs fan says, hey Hugh, what's going on with Arsenal? Really? Yeti says, the excessive crossing of Moyes, the sideways crab football of Van Gaal, the dressing room atmosphere of Mourinho. I've seen all this before, Hugh. Terrible, says Yeti. Onzi doesn't say anything, but he's a massive fraud. Augustus Plays says, seems like tight relegation battle between the two. Aubameyang playing it in towards Dani Ceballos, who is genuinely bullied off of the ball. And Burnley can clear 8 minutes left for Arsenal to get themselves an equaliser. At least a point is needed from here. I'm sorry to say this, lads, but where there was hope, there is almost no more. How can we not be scoring a goal, just a goal, against relegation candidates like Burnley? HJO says, I'm sick to death of seeing Willian play. Where is Saliba? Saliba is apparently... on the subject of some interesting decisions from Mikel Arteta, it would appear that there's some untruths being told. We will go into that in Late Night Fraudulence if we can make our target WOC FC. We move on. Thomas Rees says, do we even win the championship? Genuinely not convinced that we could win the championship right now, no. Brenton Lalu says, not since 1959 has Arsenal lost 4 home games in a row. And that is not something to be proud of. Mikel Arteta is breaking records left, right and centre. Unbelievable scenes. Prime M says, trust the process is a scam. We need a top manager. The thing is, my fraudulent friend, a top manager is what a top club would need, and Arsenal are no longer a top club. Please understand that that is a fact. Here are Burnley in Arsenal's final third in the last 8 minutes of the game, trying to get their second goal. Arsenal will break through Aubameyang and down the line towards Eddie Nketiah, who has just come on. Eddie Nketiah's goal record is quite sensational. NTOW 96 says Arsenal have played the same number of Premier League games at the Emirates as they have done at Highbury. Are Arsenal improved since? Of course they're not bloody improved. What kind of a question is that? Fact of the matter is, I'd be worried about the championship. We've seen other big clubs go down. Right now, Arsenal look like an expensive version of their opposition, and Burnley are doing the job better. Yes, it's against 10 men. Yes, Arsenal have had more of the ball. Can they create anything meaningful? Here is Saka on the right-hand side. He's actually twisted his man. He's got his cross in towards the far post. And Nick Pope, all 7'8" of him, has collected that wonderfully. I'm not sure who he was crossing it to, but it was good work from Saka out there. It's unfortunate that Saka is surrounded by a bunch of absolute frauds, fraudulent delinquents who are not on his level, even though he's an absolute child. Mad. Last 5 minutes of this game. I hope you've enjoyed the stream. I really do. I'm really, really happy that I turned this on to share this moment with you. As Sean Dyche takes another sip of his Arsenal water. Arsenal sponsored water. We do sponsored products. Great, don't we? We do that really well. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Please. Look. Christmas. You're killing Christmas! You're killing Christmas! Sorry. They're actually, they're not going to kill my Christmas, no. They're not going to kill my Christmas. Arsenal Football Club, more than capable of ruining Christmas. 10-man Arsenal struggling here to get the ball off Burnley, who are playing very patiently now and really working for their space. Every 50-50 is really being won by Burnley, and they are actually, the press is intense. Arsenal cannot get out of their own final third, out of their own third. Nice little 1-2s between Brady, Westwood, and Burnley maintaining possession. Last 5 minutes. Mikel Arteta really is in the mud right now. I'm sorry to say this, but the performances we've seen on of late have been disgraceful and nothing short of it. I've got to tell you that Granit Xhaka must be on the end of some real punishment for costing Arsenal massively in this game. But yet again, for the manager to blame Granit Xhaka solely would be fraudulence of the highest order. Please recognise that. Burb saying this is the biggest collapse of a big club since Leeds United. It's not quite over yet, but I hear you. They're killing Christmas. Burnley have conceded a corner in the 87th minute. It's a cross in from the right-hand side again from Bukayo Saka, who's done some fantastic work out there. He's actually gone for a shot that's been headed wide. Ceballos is going to whip in the corner. 87th minute. Chance for Arsenal. Whipped in towards the far post and headed on and out. And Burnley can escape. Danny Ceballos taking a corner. It's nice actually to see Willian not taking a corner, you know. It's something that I'm really beginning to get quite sick of. However, Edward Coulson says, time to bring in Big Sam. Duke is in the chat as well. Let me just see exactly what you're saying, Duke. He says, Hugh, doesn't the state of my effing club remind you of Newcastle? Well, it sort of does, but it sort of doesn't, because Newcastle can actually win football games. In fact, you will see they've won their last 2 on the bounce and 3 of their last 5. Arsenal have won 1 of their last 5, and that was a fraudulent win against a Manchester United side that were beaten by a penalty. We haven't scored a goal from open play for God knows how long. Oh, it might have been Grabiel's header. Are we counting that? Look, it's been massively fraudulent and we're really struggling. And nothing has changed in this as far as the style of play that is going to make people think that Mikel Arteta is any more the man than he was beforehand. It's crossed towards Aubameyang, though, from Saka. Aubameyang slips, and that sums up the game, really. Wonderful play from Bukayo Saka, the youngster doing his best to get Aubameyang into the game. He's picked him out, and Aubameyang tries to open up the space onto his stronger foot, but slips in the process. And you've just got to think, what on earth must Mesut Ozil be feeling right now? Is he actually laughing at this football club whilst playing Fortnite Season 17? Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang with the only goal of the game, and unfortunately it is an own goal that sees Burnley 1-0 up as we move into the last minute or so. I really have to say thank you so much for everyone who's joined us today on the stream, especially those people who've liked the video. You have almost earned yourself a late night fraudulence tonight, and there is a lot for us to go through. There isn't Arsenal. We will, of course, have an Arsenal section, but we're not going to get sectioned for Arsenal. Yeah, it's not going to happen. This club are dragging all the fans and our good energy and our trust in this process through the mud. With stuff like this, 1-0 down to Burnley. Burnley will escape the drop zone with these 3 points. Beautiful scenes for Burnley fans, really. A massive Christmas present that sees them up into 17th and 1 point clear of Fulham, who themselves picked up a good point. But Burnley do have that game in hand. Arsenal don't. Please remember that. Arsenal don't. Yeah? Sean Dyche screaming orders out. We are into the 90th minute now. It's now or never for Arsenal to get something from this, if anything at all. Harry Kingdom saying, what do I say? We need Pepe. We definitely do need Pepe. Or it's more than that. We're so bad. This is so bad. I love the Arsenal, but this is this. Nice live, Hughie. I'm sure that you're saying that Arsenal are bad, and Arsenal are quite bad indeed. Onzi says, do we need to start suspecting some of these players, Xhaka and Mustafi, of match fixing? Can surely be the only explanation of their genuine fraudulence. My friend, it's not match fixing. They're just not very good at football. They're not actually very good at simple things that the human body should be able to do as an athlete, such as running. And that in itself is, you know, going to cost you ultimately. And it has today. His mentality has always been something that people have kind of lauded him for. The way that he's turned his situation around, even after throwing his shirt down, throwing his shirt off, throwing the armband down, telling the fans to F off. Incredible that the fans even allowed him back into the shirt. It's going to be interesting to see how he turns this one around now, because I have to admit that he did really turn it around in terms of his form, and he started to improve. He won a few people over. In fact, Arsenal managers just seem to be in love with him because he does play in every single side, and his left foot is good. There is no denying that. It's just that's all he's got, isn't it, really? Satvik Polkampali says, Ozil should play. Arsenal can't get worse. Duke KM says, hey Hugh, I'm in Newcastle prior to relegation. That is massively fraudulent. Hopefully we will see a post-match interview from Mikel Arteta. A last opportunity here for Arsenal, perhaps through Eddie Nketiah, but he couldn't control it. Evan saying, bring Wenger back. He could turn your squad into a winning side. Jose Willis saying, Arsenal should revisit those rumours of Eddie Howe. Probably couldn't do any worse. I really like Arteta, but this is ridiculous. Jack Blair, you are much appreciated. Much love to your mother, mate. Thank you. Listen, we have got, how long is there left, Bear? 2 minutes?
Yeah.
2 minutes left.
Oh no, 5.
No, that's all together.
Oh, sorry, 2.
So we got 3 minutes left of injury time. Will Arsenal be able to get themselves an equaliser, or are Burnley going to pull something even more sensational off for their fans? It looks a little bit like Arsenal can't get out of their own half right now, but we can maybe break now through Ceballos, who will find Bukayo Saka. Saka, who's been one of the most creative players of Arsenal's game so far. That's a free kick one there by Saka as well. Hopefully Arsenal can take advantage. They've not been bad from set pieces. This is actually one of our best opportunities of the game, perhaps. Saka to whip one in. You get the feeling that he really does understand what it means to play for this club, Saka. He's taken his opportunity on the international stage, and the responsibility is on his shoulders for this free kick. It is late on in the game. Bukayo Saka to whip it in towards the far post. It is punched away by Nick Pope and could go back in. Ceballos will find Tierney. They've crossed it in towards Gabriel, and they played on despite the fact that there was a player down in the Burnley area. They have now thrown it out. Gabriel's header was on target but saved, and Arsenal will fucking not. Arsenal will nothing. Arsenal will nothing! Yeah, because Arsenal are arse! You're arse. Yeah, no, I'm not losing it. No, not today. The state of this, mate. The state of this will be called out on Late Night Fraudulence. I will be watching this one more time before we go live. I will be, because I want to see it. I want to see it, exactly what it is. It's nothing. It's predictable. It's same stuff FC, WOC style. Listen to this. The game's not over. There's only 2,000 fans. They've only allowed 2,000 fans a golden lottery ticket to get into the game. And there are fans walking out, even with game time left. They've had enough. They're probably wondering what they did, what they were thinking in purchasing a ticket. This isn't just on the manager as well. Please understand this. This is on players. Players need to have a good look at themselves. Players need to ask themselves a question of whether they actually want to score or play for this club. I can see that Arteta is getting it wrong, though. He's trusting dons who don't give a damn. They're not really about this club. Why is Maitland-Niles not involved more, for example? Huh? What's he done to deserve bench spots? Has Bellerin really been that good? We need to talk. We're going to be talking. Brown Man says 0 confidence, 0 tactics. It is going to be another corner for Arsenal. A last opportunity to pull off something that they do not deserve at all. Bernd Leno has actually come up for the corner. That is how desperate Arsenal are for a point now. Anything will do. Can we pull off the impossible? Saka whips it in. There's the header. Off the line.
Oh my God.
Off the line. Cleared off the line. Bukayo Saka We'll try and whip in another cross. He's got it in. He can't beat the first man. And I wouldn't be surprised if the ref blows his whistle. Ceballos! I swear to God! That's it. It's all over. Well done to Burnley. Congratulations, Burnley. Quality. Great job. Beautiful job. Clinical. Yeah, took their chance. I mean, well, they didn't take the chance. They got the chance fucking given to them by Aubameyang's fucking receding hairline. Well done, mate. You finally scored. Do you know what the funniest thing is? I made this fucking Don my captain of Fantasy Premier League, and he's finally scored in the wrong end. Listen, okay, we trust in the process. We trust the process. What do I do here? Do I trust the process? I'm actually losing it. I've actually lost. He's finished. He's actually fucking finished. Oh, good God. Why are you clapping? Why is he clapping? I'm lost as to why he's clapping. Oh, wow. We've actually lost to Burnley. We've actually lost to Burnley. Well done, lads. Congratulations. If you have got any thoughts on the game itself, you can let me know in the comments section below. We have finally seen Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang scoring, which is something. It is unfortunate that it is Burnley who've walked away with the 3 points, and yeah, this is really quite a troubling time for Arsenal Football Club. I'm not really sure how we've been outdone by Sean Dyche at home. I'm not really sure what his plan is here. I'm really looking forward to hearing his post-match interview. Please do stay with me. We will be going off after that, but I do want to go through the interview. I need to hear what he's got to say. You've got some explaining to do, mate. I swear to God, this football club's name is being dragged through the mud right now. And whilst I want to be patient, you've really got to start picking up points, mate. We are 5 points off the relegation zone. 5 points. Incredible. We're 5 points off 10th as well. Oh, mate, we're in the mud. If you ever were worried about Arsenal becoming a bang average, dross, mediocreville side, that time has arrived. Here we are. Welcome. Welcome to the show. Welcome. I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you're loving life. They're killing Christmas. They're killing Christmas. Christmas killers. That's your new fucking name. That is your new name. What is the idea here? What's the idea? What is the idea? I'm not seeing it. Lacazette in the 10. What? What through balls are you doing? What through balls are you doing? What are you doing? Patterns of play. You're playing down here, mate. Xhaka. Oh, you've got some explaining to do. Let's hear it, Mikel. I want to fucking hear it. Sorry. Excuse me. Look, I just want to hear what he's got to say. Okay? I just want to hear it. I want to hear it. Get him on. Get him on. Unreal. Leicester, 3rd. Southampton, 4th. Incredible. Southampton 4th. West Ham, 6th. I don't want to hear excuses from Arsenal fans. When I get you on the phone for late night fraudulence tonight, I want to hear exactly what you think the issue is. Please do let me know in the comment section below. I want ratings of those players. Is it the players' fault? Is it actually the manager, or do we go higher? Are we going full on riot mode? Is that what's going on? Because I have actually had enough. Burnley! No. Come on now. Listen, I'm all for rational conversation. I'm all for fucking I'm all for, what's the word? I'm losing. Listen, I've lost it. I've lost the plot. I've lost it. I've had enough. I've just had enough of this. I've had enough. How much worse can it get? Who else? We can't lose to anyone else. We've played Sheffield United and Fulham, right? Oh, we've got West Brom. Oh yeah, you know. You just don't have any real faith. I need to hear Mikel Arteta. Who have we got next? Southampton, Everton, Chelsea. Oh my God, the 16th. We've got Southampton in 3 days. 3 days later, Everton. And then Boxing Day, Chelsea. We're in a lot of trouble, lads. Please do let me know your thoughts. I'm going to be going through the comments. And yeah, we'll just we'll try and work out exactly Oh my good God. Aubameyang, bro. I mean, it's not something that's going to be fixed overnight, this, is it? We're a long way from that. What is this? What is this that I'm looking at right here, please? Is this what's going on the sidelines? Yeah. I mean, that says it all, really, doesn't it? Says it all. What are we doing as a club? Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has scored more own goals. What? More own goals for Arsenal at the Emirates this season than goals. Okay, yeah, all right. Great stats. Great stats, lads. Cheers for that. Look, Aubameyang, in all seriousness, mate, when was the last time you ever scored a goal? Are you actually capable anymore as a footballer? What is going on? Fancy haircuts and that. You're moving like Pogba. Fulham is the last time you scored a goal. Fulham. Weren't Fulham like the first week of the Prem? Huh? No goals against West Ham. No goals against Liverpool. No goals against Sheffield United. No goals against City. No goals against Leicester. No goals against... Oh no, you scored against Man United. You scored against Man United. Penalty. Penalty. Yeah, okay. No goals against Villa. No goals against Leeds. No goals against Wolves. No goals against Spurs. No goals against Burnley. Well... sad times. It is sad times. 14th in the Premier League table. Is that the truth? Is that the truth? 15th. 14th. Oh, you should have enjoyed 14th. You should have enjoyed it. Those are the heady heights. Yeah. Look, mate. Look, I've got to be honest with you. I love football, and you are not going to kill this sport for me with this fucking dross that I'm having to watch on a week in, week out basis. I'm not finishing my love for this game because of you and because you can't work out what's going on. I'm out. I'll talk about you. But I'm not in like I was. I'm not in. I just can't be. You would be a mug to be in. We've been mugged off, lads. We've been mugged off. Yeah? You're now seeing the fruits, the rewards of that mugging off. How much of a mug are you? Because if you start doing, oh no, but we can come back, and oh no, but I'm saying signs, oh no, but Bellingham was really good, and oh no, but oh no, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Yeah, don't want to hear that. You're not making any sense anymore. Let me just look at the results. Look at this. Look at that. A defeat. You've lost 3-0 to Villa. You've drawn with Leeds. And that was a good result. Good. Yeah, good result. Loss. You're losing a lot. You're making me sick and tired of actually watching you. Like, supporting you is actually feeling a little bit like, oh my God, I'm having to fucking pretend to myself that I don't know what you are. Yeah? I've got to put the fucking, the blinkers on. The rose-tinted, the Arsenal-tinted spectacles have got to go on before the game. So it'll be, oh yeah, but oh. Fucking hell, we're bang average. There's the truth. Average. Not even average. We're actually quite bad. Quite bad. Everyone's got the idea now, haven't they, really? So what tends to happen when everyone's worked you out is that you start to kind of react. You start to think, maybe we should do something differently. Maybe it's us that needs to change. It's très intéressant. You have indeed got your late night fraudulence. Well played, lads. Big yourselves up if you have been involved in supporting the stream. It is much appreciated. Let's just go through some of the comments and questions that we are getting through. HJO says, at least Xhaka is out for 3 games and Bellerin has got his card limit. Alexander Klapov says, Hugh, average teams get goals. We are worst team right now. We are done. Method Man says, can't wait for the derby at Brentford next season. Oh, wow, incredible. Surya Sekar Mondal says, I'm a Manchester United fan, but I feel sorry for you guys. Ian Wright said that Arteta could win with the Manchester United squad. He can't win against Burnley. He's not got the Manchester United squad though, so I guess that's, but you know, being facetious is not really the time or place. Sniper Scope says we could lose the next 3 and that would be 10 defeats in 15 games. Jack Lemire says, hey Hugh, not being funny, but if you want to take a break from football for a while, I will totally understand. I'll happily watch your food reviews. Food reviews are coming, yeah? The food channel. We're switching it over. Yeah, the food review channel. That's what we're going to be. Football is finished. Arsenal are finished. Football is not finished. Arsenal are finished. Okay, there will be football. Jack Fox. I appreciate your support though, Jack. You're an absolute legend. Jack Fox says, party hard. Yeah, we got to party hard. Hugh, I pray you don't have a heart attack before the end of this season. I appreciate the kind words, my son. Benjamin Harmon says, speechless. I don't know what to say, but I had to support my guy. You are massively, massively appreciated, as is everybody who has joined the stream today. It is, you know, one of those things, I guess, that happens in football, but it's been happening a lot. We are currently waiting for Mikel Arteta's post-match interview, and we will be reviewing that. I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of disappointed in what I'm seeing from my club right now, and I'm going to need an explanation because, you know, once more, onto the breach, my dear friends, is kind of getting a little bit tiring, isn't it? Mikel Arteta really is in deep trouble after an Aubameyang own goal, a Granit Xhaka red card, and I wouldn't be surprised if something is done. I actually wouldn't be surprised. He's under a lot of pressure. He's under a lot of pressure. I don't know how he gets out of this. I don't know how he gets out of it. The players, they're not actually responding to him. The style of play is not that impressive. Defensively, we are still gettable. And after a while, you've got to start to think, hold on, the house is on fire. And we're just kind of sitting here, letting it happen. It is common sense now, though, right? As we start to process what has just happened, it is now common sense that Arsenal Football Club act, right? And, you know, it's unfortunate, right? It's unfortunate. I like Mikel Arteta. He seems like a nice guy. He, you know, he's got the best intentions. It looks like it's not working out, though, right? I mean, that is common sense. That's no blinkers. Reality is this is not working out. This is the worst that I've seen my club in a situation for a long time. Are we going to trust that this is going to be able to be fixed like a Hassan Hutel situation? Or do we think that it is best to kind of cut our losses whilst we are still a Premier League football club? Because at this rate, it's kind of 50-50 as to whether we would be for much longer if this carries on. That said, what are the options? Who is going to improve this side given these players? Perhaps even, is this form enough to convince Stan Kroenke to dip into the transfer market in January, or is that in itself a ludicrous statement? It's been another failure of an afternoon for Arsenal Football Club. Another afternoon, an evening of massive fraudulence. Gareth Evans saying, good evening. Good evening, my fraudulent friend. How you doing? I hope you're doing better than me. Adetunge Adesanya says, I've literally been in hospital all weekend and the physical pain that I've endured is more enjoyable than watching this team. And I think that says it all. You got Dons doing surgery in hospital who are enjoying getting cut more than they are watching their own football club. You've really done it this time, haven't you? Granit Xhaka's red card in the 58th minute is a moment of madness. Why he has grabbed Westwood by the neck, you've got to question. He's reacted like a child in front of the referee. Of course he's going to be sent off. VAR does not let you escape with this kind of nonsense anymore, mate. That is over. And Granit Xhaka receiving his marching orders on the hour. And from then it was always going to be over, wasn't it? Of course. He's cost Arsenal the game there. I genuinely have no words for his behaviour. He's let the club down and I expect there to be consequences. Yeah, consequences! You can square up. That's fine. Do the squaring up. What are you grabbing him around the throat for? Oh, have we not learned anything? Have we not learned anything? That is not. Extremely frustrating, and I'm really, really sorry to say this, but it will probably get worse before it gets better, this. We have gone slightly too far in the wrong direction for this to be fixed immediately. Granit Xhaka will, however, now be missing games, and perhaps that is a good thing for Arsenal Football Club. Bellerin will also be missing games, I believe, having reached a yellow card limit. Perhaps we will begin, I'll start a Maitland-Niles or something like that, but even that. Do you really have any hope that Arsenal are going to be able to turn this round? Do you really believe that Arsenal Football Club are nothing more than a mid-table making up the numbers side right now? Going forward, we don't seem to have much of a game plan. We look to be reliant on Aubameyang still, Saka even. And there is genuinely no creativity apart from the crosses that are mostly aimless crosses, just lofted into the box by the likes of Kieran Tierney. And I'm seeing a lot of stats. Just want to let you know what I think of that. I don't really care about your stats, okay? I appreciate you getting involved and whatnot, but you've got to wake up to the fact that these players are not of the level. This squad is certainly not of the level to be where fans really, truly believe that the club belong anymore. The Spurs game was your confirmation of the final nail in the coffin, unfortunately, my friends. And you can stick an FA Cup in my face all you like, but the truth of the matter is that Arsenal are 15th in the Premier League table after 12 games, and their rivals, Spurs, the ones who I've grown up with in the mud, are actually top of the league and flying. And if that doesn't make you sick to the stomach, then as an Arsenal fan, I don't know what will. Eliezer Albiter in the comments saying Guendouzi doing bits while we have Xhaka. Guendouzi scored a beautiful goal for Hertha Berlin over the weekend. Beautiful right foot curler, and he has been in sensational form for the German side. Yes, the Bundesliga is slightly less intense, I think. And there is a little bit more space, I think, available for him, but he is commanding games in a way that no Arsenal midfielder in our squad is actually able to, either in terms of physical ability or technical ability. It's actually quite sensational how Arsenal have got rid of both Torreira and Guendouzi and have been left with Granit Xhaka and an injured new signing. Unbelievable scenes. It's quite clear as well that what's going to happen is that Ceballos is going to run his contract with Real Madrid down so much to the extent that he is going to be a cheap and viable option for Arsenal in the future. And I've got to tell you this, lads, he's not the fucking option. Sorry. He's not the option that we should be entertaining, because it's going to be a real waste of money. That, as you can see, he adds little to nothing, even in games like this one against relegation candidates. And these are really Arsenal's relegation rivals right now. That's right. You heard me right. Arsenal's relegation rivals. Relegation rivals. Arsenal are competing with Burnley to escape relegation. That's actually just come out of my mouth. I have really been doing this a while now, and I have for a long time been saying that we would one day end up in a place like this if we didn't act swiftly, and unfortunately we didn't act at all. We continued to sign. Here he is, Mikel Arteta. I need to hear what you've got to say, lad. I did see it, yeah, I saw it. How much they wanted it. What? The chances we created. Okay. Again, we threw the game away. Oh. Oh, he's trying to say we had total control of the game. Incredible. When... Say it then! Listen, he's shirking. Don't shirk. Don't fucking shirk! You threw Pepe under a bus, now you throw Xhaka! Nah. Nah, listen, I'm fucking done now. I'm done. Here he is standing in front of this journalist, right? Yeah. Okay. No. I swear to God. I swear down! He's lost me. I'm sorry. Where do you go from here? Listen, I don't know where you go from here, mate. You better knock on Stan's door right now and beg him for a job. Wednesday against Southampton. No, bro. Not Wednesday. It's fucking Sunday. You need to get to work tonight. I want to see these Dons on the training pitch tonight. Listen, Mikel Arteta's doing his interview. I'm just watching it right now. I've got to tell you that I'm not really that satisfied with what I'm hearing. He keeps saying we were on top. We were creating loads of chances. We had one chance, which was to Lacazette. Okay. Tierney had a chance, yeah. Every day you're working at it, scratching your head. Okay, yeah, is that it? Get him off. Get him out of my sight. I don't want to hear it. What do you make of that? If you saw the interview, let me know what you thought of that. Because the fact of the matter is, right, we can blame Arteta, okay? But he has been let down. Whether it's by Pepe, and I think part of that frustration is his fault, but it is Pepe that's let him down there. And it is today Granit Xhaka that's let him down. Lacazette should be scoring. Tierney could be scoring. I mean, Aubameyang, bro, I don't even know what to say to you right now. Is that all Arteta? How does he actually get us out of this mess now? Can he be the one, or do we need change? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please do subscribe to the channel if you're new. And drop the video a damn like if you breathe oxygen. We're going to go through the comments and questions. Tough Shoe says, be happy. At least you're not a Bolton fan. Incredible scenes. At least I'm not a Bolton fan. Wow. Mad. Sam M says, really feel for you, Hugh, coming from a Liverpool fan. Keep it up. Tom Snack saying, listen to Evra talking about Xhaka with Henri. What is Henri saying about Granit Xhaka? Hopefully he's digging him out. Akash Shriv says, I've replaced my espresso with whiskey. You should too. Getting wasted today after seeing this. Jose Willis says Arsenal should have someone like Ralph Ragnick in charge of football operations, but that would require someone competent to hire him. He also says, laughably, Arsenal were being considered for the European Super League. They get battered 10-0 every week at this rate. Tom Snack says, I told you he wouldn't give the same treatment. He certainly didn't give the same treatment to Granit Xhaka that he gave to Nicola Pepe. That was a shirky interview, if ever I've seen one. He said stuff like, same... And for Granit Xhaka, I'm hoping that we get similar treatment, because this was, as this tweet says, non-negotiable from Arteta. It is very interesting to see the reaction of fans. I'm looking forward to having a chat with some fans tonight, especially the Arsenal fans, Manchester United fans who are going to have to talk about Champions League exits as well. Burnley fans who are probably going to want to gloat about their side. This is some of the fun. No, we got Tottenham fans tweeting out clips of the show. I mean, I really don't need that. Here is Mikel Arteta. I'm not going to play this. However, he says, we throw the game away with a silly red card when we are not winning football matches. You cannot do that. I mean, I don't want to hear that. Listen, he is honestly on his last legs. And that's only because I'm being nice. Really and truly, there are plenty of reasons you could say that the game is up now. The game is up. We've had a lot of patience, and this is going to be a process, but this is not the process, lads. This is not it. We are supposed to be able to pick up points along the way of the process. I assure you of that. It is not a question of we are actually going to get, or risk even getting relegated for a season whilst we fix things. No, bro. No. The team is not at that level. Man for man, we should be doing better than this. You've picked up 1 point in 5 games! My club! My fucking club. Finished in the mud. Get out my sight. What an actual fucking joke. What an actual joke. Will players even believe in Mikel Arteta after this consistent fraudulence? Got to break it down for you, lads. This is not the Arsenal that we want to be advertising. Because what I see from you, do you know what I see from these Dons? Do you know what I see? Do you know what the best thing that I've seen from Arsenal this week is? It's an advert. An advert. That's right. Arsenal releasing retro merch. Arsenal retro merch. Should we get the scoop? Who's got the scoop? Arsenal doing the big moves, yeah? Big moves. What did they say? Created with Adidas. Always original. Listen, the gear looks swaggy. Oh, it looks real good, doesn't it? Yeah? Well, you love to see it. They're dropping tracks with all kinds of 3D graphics, and it looks like a Cass is Dead video. I mean, whoever's behind this, I love it. I love to see it. And it is by far the best thing you've done all season. This is what you're good at. This is what you're fucking good at. Please understand your place in the world right now, yeah? This is your place in the world. You sell merchandise. You plastic fraud. That's it. If you want to sell some merchandise on my channel, please let me know, okay? We can do a deal. I'll help you out. I'm not buying into the football, so I may as well buy into the business. ArsenalPLC.com, yeah? Please. Who is going to be the one at Arsenal? Who do we trust as the one at Arsenal to say, do you know what? We've lost quite a lot of games on the bounce. We are 15th in the table. Oh, but we're doing the breakdown. We're doing the breakdown, yeah? We're doing Who's this? What is this I'm watching here? What is this? Why are you doing... No. You see, do you think that this is what the fans want? Do you think we care about breaking down this game? You've lost 4 home games in a row in the league. You have killed one of the best strikers in world football. You've actually made him shit. He's scoring in the wrong end. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Incredible scenes. We've actually got one of the most elite strikers in world football. And we can only get him to score in the wrong end. Sorry. My football club have actually been outplayed, outthought, and ultimately beaten by Sean Dyche's Burnley side at the Emirates. 2020 is a year to forget, if ever there was one. Granit Xhaka with another red card. 7 defeats so far. Is that 7 defeats this season? I'm losing count. I've lost count. I've genuinely lost count of how many games Arsenal have lost. Oh, we've lost 7 games. 7 out of 12. I mean, that is fucking special. I'm going to be honest, lads. I'm going to be really honest. If I was manager of Arsenal Football Club, as in me, little old me, me with the YouTube channel, if I was the manager, we would have more than 13 points from 12 games. You think I'm not capable of getting 13 points from 12 games with Arsenal Football Club? Oh, do me a favour. Do me a favour. I don't really care if it's your first job. I don't care. It's not a club that should be risking this. How much more do we need to see? You've lost 1-0 to Burnley at home today. You've lost to Burnley at home. Burnley relegation fodder. No. I wonder if there were people that were stupid enough to put Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang as their fantasy Premier League football manager. I wonder, their captain. I wonder if there were any people who were stupid enough to do that. Were there? Captain. Oh, you captained Aubameyang for 0 points. Oh, I see. Oh, you actually thought, you know what? I'm going to trust my player. I'm going to trust my captain, one of the most elite strikers in world football, against Burnley. I'm going to trust you today, mate. I'm going to trust you. Don't fucking let me down because I'm putting my neck on the line for your clot. And look at what you've done. 0. That's captain. You when you're captain, you get double points. You got double 0. Double. Well done, lad. Well done. Yeah, you see, it's me. I'm the biggest fraud of them all. That's why they call me the Lord of the Frauds. Welcome to Fraud Gang Members Club Action. Look at that. I mean, you really couldn't write it, could you? You really couldn't write it. Fucking hell. Well done, Aubameyang. Well done, mate. We're actually scoring own goals. Cheers, bro. And meanwhile, 5 miles down the road, Olivier Giroud is scoring goals for fun. Olivier Giroud. When you look at Olivier Giroud, right? And then when you look at Alexandre Lacazette, what do you think? What do you really think? Huh? You know what I'm starting to think? I'm starting to think, one, he won the race. He won the race. Yeah? He won the race. I don't know what's happened. I don't know how. Life is funny. But ultimately, one is scoring goals at the highest level, and I'm talking 4 goals in a Champions League game. Yeah. One. When did he last score? I think Eddie Nketiah is Arsenal's top scorer. I think I would be right in saying that. Yes, Eddie Nketiah. Edward Nketiah. Oh, in the Premier League, Lacazette has got 3 goals. Those were scored in the first 2 games, though, weren't they? So really, 3 games. I mean, wow! You scored no goals for 10 games. Incredible. Genuinely, no goals for 10 games. Wow, incredible. What a football club. What a club. Is there any hope? There's no hope. Hope's gone. Hope's finished, mate. Hope? What are you talking about? Bob Hope. I mean, Nick Pope. No, Nick Pope stealing all the hope today, wasn't he, really? Yeah, so Arsenal basically are in the mud, dead club, 15th in the table. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Let's go to some of the chat. Oh, goodness me. Adetunge Adesanya says you're a fraud for even having Aubameyang in your team. Daniel Walmsley says, does he need to go to Ozil with his tail between his legs and add some creativity to the midfield? Seems like karma for thinking the grass was greener after Wenger. He deserves knighting for consistency. Matt Brown saying, I feel the main issue is your players don't play for the shirt and don't care. On paper, your team actually isn't that bad. I would have to say you're talking nonsense, and I'm not sure that you've seen the level of some of these players, because I watch Granit Xhaka and Dani Ceballos and all these other fucking frauds week in, week out and year on year, and I have to actually, hold on, the penny has just dropped. Our club has started to go backwards when we have signed Granit Xhaka and Shkodran Mustafi. I need you to get these guys out of my club, okay? You have a mission, fraud gang. You have a mission. I want them out. I want them gone, okay? We can move on with them gone. We can wash our hands and start again. There's no harm in letting go of a dead ex. No harm. You're adding nothing. Nothing. Yeah? And when we separate ourselves, we will see how ugly they appear. Please, we need to free ourselves of the likes of Kolasinac, Mustafi, this Xhaka. I'm sorry. Look, it's time for us to elevate. And we will elevate, not by just buying into it again. Not by saying, oh, unlucky lads, we go again. Or don't worry, we can pick the thing. No, lads. You see, the only way you can never be wrong, right, is if with the new information that you've been handed, you act, yeah? Decisions and choices need to be changed. The path is different. We are no longer looking at the beginning of the season at a side who were very difficult to break down. We're now looking at a fucking liability. We're now looking at genuine relegation candidates. Listen to the words. Hear them properly. Arsenal Football Club relegation candidates. 5 points off the bottom of the table, with Fulham looking like a serious side. You think Arsenal could get a draw against Liverpool? Are you serious? Are you serious? You're not serious. You're a deluded Don. I know you. You're one of these delusional ones. Delusional Dons, please step outside now. This is the Fraud Gang, the home of hard-hitting home truths. And you lot, yeah, Arsenal fans, need to start putting the pressure on. It's time. It's time. How much more? This needs to change. You're saying trust the process. No. We were trusting the process. This is not the process. This is not the process. Yeah? This is not the process. And if you think it is, then you are part of the problem. Unfortunately, blame has to be, fingers have to be pointed at the men who are making the decisions at this football club. And a lot of people have got a lot of time for Edu. The pressure's on, lad. See, you were once a player and I had a lot of love there. That's great. It's gone. You think I give two... You think the past, it really matters not. Yeah. We move. See, I live in the present moment, right now, right here. And as it stands, you're doing a shit job. That's a sackable offence. Any manager at a big club who's... Listen to this, listen to these results. Please look at these results. I want you to go through these results and tell me how you think that this... what kind of club that this would be allowed at, yeah? Where's this Premier League? Where's this Premier League results? Give me the Premier League results. Losing to Burnley. Losing to Tottenham. Losing to Wolves. Draw with Leeds. Losing to Villa. Losing to Leicester. Losing to City. Losing to... Oh, fucking hell. No way. Big clubs do not tolerate this. They don't... Even in a period of transition, You expect some kind of structure, some kind of unity, some kind of progression. And that's what we saw when Brendan Rodgers took over at Leicester. Progression, new patterns of play, a style of football. That's what we've seen since Mourinho's taken over at Spurs. They have an identity. Do we have an identity? I think we do. I actually think we do. That's the problem. The problem is the identity. We are bang average. Sit back and let us get slapped. What is that? Turn the other cheek football. It's wok cheek football. It's cheeky wok. Cheeky wok FC. Ah! The dependence on players like Hector Bellerin, Willian, Kolasinac, Mustafi, Xhaka, even fucking El Neni, who's been actually really good. The dependence on players of this quality is Arsenal's downfall, and you are witnessing one of football's European elites turn to dust. I have to say that this has been going on for so long that nothing I say has been unsaid, you know. I warned so many people. That is why I actually started the channel. It was during the Van Persie saga when I started to think, no, hold on. It really is not adding up. Years down the line, we have seen the gradual decline of this club. And I'm sorry, but I really do think that we have made a massive, massive mistake or two along the way that could well cost us for generations to come. Unless the owner takes responsibility and puts his hand in his pocket, unless the owner takes responsibility and takes charge of this situation, we are in a lot of trouble. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Let's go through the comments. Oh, mate. Aubameyang. Oh, wow. Is he serious? No, it's a fake. It's a fake. It's a fake. I like that. It's a fake. It's a fake. It's a fake Ozil account. He's not actually tweeting, but yeah, I hear it. I hear you. You know, I know that people are going to be, you know, thinking that it's an overreaction, but when you've grown up, right? When you've grown up watching even the likes of like Anders Limpar, like real players who just fought for everything, Merson, Gilberto, even like years later, you still got midfielders who were capable of carrying the weight and pressure, the responsibility of carrying that badge, of wearing that badge. I'm telling you, lads, watching these players, when I watch Granit Xhaka, and I understand football to a certain extent anyway, I understand the value that he can add with his angles and his left foot, but I tell you what, when I see that a manager has yet again bought into the idea of Granit Xhaka not only playing for my football club, but a lot of the time leading the football club, you know, being the one who everything goes through. I can't buy into it, lad. I can't buy into something that I clearly don't believe in. I would be lying to myself, right? I would be lying. The eye test is enough. I don't need to see stats. I don't need to see stats to tell you that we are to expect better than the level that these players are capable of. And until they check what Evra said. Who's Evra? Evra. Patrice. What has he tweeted? Patrice Evra. Do I really want to see what Evra is saying? No, he's not saying. He's not tweeted anything, so I can't actually check what he's saying. However, much love for trying to tell me, I guess. If you are new to the stream, much love for sharing the stream to everyone who's done it. If you're new to the stream, please do subscribe to the channel and drop the video a damn like. It is much appreciated and helps out massively. As true as it is, all respect for Evra has been lost in this clip. Professionals don't do this. Let me just hear what Evra said. Okay, wow. Patrice Evra throwing Thierry Henry and Granit Xhaka under the bus, saying that Henry turns his TV off when Xhaka was captain of the team, saying he couldn't watch the side. Arsenal, as it stands in the Premier League, are going to be looking at... Fucking hell. Burnley are genuinely, with a game in hand, 4 points behind. So... we're actually in the relegation battle, lads. Fulham are 5 points behind. If Arsenal were to lose their next game against Southampton, which is perfectly possible, Fulham have got Brighton, and if one of those teams was to win, Brighton could, in fact, go ahead of Arsenal. It is actually, it's head banging against the wall time, lads. I'm not sure what exactly has got to be done. I've got to gather my thoughts. If I'm honest, I'm kind of just at the end of my tether. You know, I don't believe in it anymore, and I don't think I'm ever going to be the guy that's saying, you know, get him out. But in all honesty, like, something's got to change, man. Something has got to change. You've really got to say as well that as much as people are saying that Evra is, you know, losing, or they've lost respect for Evra, Evra is just telling you the truth, and the truth is that. Professional football players, and my hero, if I'm honest, one of my heroes anyway, who is one of the most naturally gifted footballers that's ever graced the game, and I will listen to his opinion, says that he turns the TV off when Granit Xhaka comes on. Yeah? Xhaka on, TV off! Simple. If you think that's disrespectful, then that's you. But as far as I'm concerned, that's the truth. And hard-hitting home truths is exactly what I'm all about. When we talk about discipline, that is the word we should never use for Arsenal again. Arsenal's current discipline is all over the place, isn't it? Who do you want? Who do you want instead? Is it a player? Is it a manager? Is it a new owner? Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel if you're new, and drop the video a damn like if you breathe oxygen. Much appreciated to everyone that has been tuned in from the beginning. You are the real heroes of the show. You have made our target for late night fraudulence, and as a result, we will be back at midnight. I hope you'll join me then. We'll talk about football in general, and we do our late night phone in. I'm going to love you and leave you for now and get some food. For now, though, my name's been hughwizzy, and this has been... oh my good God. Before I go, right, just let me know, do you think that this is actually as bad as it gets, or do you think, like I've said earlier, that it's going to get worse before it gets any better? Do you think the club will act? Do you think that Arsenal are brave enough to actually act? Or do you trust in Mikel Arteta and the plan at hand? For now, though, I've been hughwizzy, and this has been a lot of fun. Peace, guys. That was a load of bollocks, wasn't it? It's not a load of fucking fun watching this fucking shit cunt club drag my fucking my mind through the mud again.